Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Hey, don't let them lie to you.
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
What broke him down? Was it just
Probably
the
body punching. When I was hitting him with body punching, I heard him actually he was crying in there.
You're saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him?
Yes. When did that happen? And perhaps the fourth round on.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
So that you knew you had him by that time?
Absolutely, but I knew he was tough and taking those punches.
Butasi Productions.
Making women gestures like, oh.
Let's go, champ. It's the champ. Keep sharing the champ. With the fake champ. Battalion, right make it go. ThaBoxingvoice.com. I'm a team like he's a C+ fighter. I'm a dominate, I'm a dog this fight. I'm talking about punishment.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I'm your host, Nestor Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. And we're back with another jam-packed show. We got 5 hot-button topics to discuss. A lot of news and notes. Tyson Fury signed his contract, so boxing fans can be ecstatic about another pay-per-view. They got to fork out some money, especially with the rumors of Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin being rumored to be about $85 on pay-per-view. Let's see how happy guys are to pay for this Deontay Wilder pay-per-view with Tyson Fury. We also got the young king, Ryan Garcia, with his Facebook debut. This is what we've been waiting for. We've been waiting for the young millennial king, Ryan Garcia, to take center stage on Facebook and show us if he truly has that drawing power that we believe he'll capitalize on the Facebook platform. Keep in mind, Joseph Diaz Jr. on a 24-hour instant gained about 3 million, very close to 4 million views. Then we have to talk about Showtime extending their partnership with PBC, a 3-year extension that will see new programming on the channel that brings prospects. So now, does this mean the PBC has given up and there's no more toe-to-toe Tuesdays? There's no more boxing on all the other networks, and they sold all 200-plus fighters to Showtime? I don't know. But speaking of HBO, they wouldn't be selling it to them anyway because they're turning down fights left and right. Eldilir Alvarez and Sergey Kovalev has been turned down by HBO. It is rumored, but I'll let my co-hosts let me know whether or not this has been verified thus far. But if this is true, this is a blow for boxing fans, because if you're not going to pay for an Kovalev rematch who you've invested in, obviously, between the Ward fights and his reign before Ward and post-Ward, you got a pretty dollar invested in the Kovalev not to pick up this rematch that could fall in the hands of big pockets Eddie Hearn with Hearn over at DAZN USA. You know, let's see, because we also know that we got another big player in the midst with Top Rank and Bob Arum buying up all fights that they can bid on. Speaking of Top Rank and Bob Arum, we have a big fight they have to announce. Our very own Patreon, Robert Brant, trained by Derek James, the trainer of Jamel Charlo and Earl Spence Jr., coming off that one loss to Jorgen Bramer in the World Boxing Super Series at super middleweight. He moved up for this opportunity, suffered a loss. Now he's moving back down, and Top Rank is giving him another opportunity at a world title shot as he makes the Ryota Murata, I believe, Las Vegas debut. He's in for a tough task, and I'm hoping Rob Brant can definitely pull away with the win. Friend of the show already invited us to camp, so let's see. We have so much more to talk about. I'll let my co-host give you all the details. let's head on out to the rainy UK.
And the main thing we cannot forget is I am the unified heavyweight champion of the world.
Dylan White, Derek Chisora, Big Baby Miller, Joe Joyce. You can all have it, Dominic Brazil, whoever else is in America too. All of it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yeah, welcome back, everybody. Another edition of the Boxing Voice, closing in on that 84,000 subscribers. So, tell a friend, hit that thumbs up. Kovalev lost to Alvarez, drops to number 10 in the WBO. Now HBO don't want to know. So, wonder how he feels about that, or, Cafe Duva and people like that. But, PBC extended deal with Showtime. Hopefully we're going to get to see more of these guys, fighting maybe a little bit more often. And what else we got? Oh, Ryan Garcia on Facebook. I'm sure he's going to do some impressive numbers. So, let's throw it out to one of the other guys.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. I can't say it enough. I speak it, believe it.
2 attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and missed. 2 to stand over. Turn up. Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram. I might be at 1 million. And I'm in.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo, what's up, TBB family? We back with another one. It's Thursday. King Ryan Garcia has his card on Facebook on Saturday. I'm very excited to see what kind of numbers he's going to bring in. And also, in other news, Leon Left Hook Lawson, he got reinstated. For those of y'all that don't know who Leon Left Hook is, he's the real uncle that punched Uzcategui. And his advisor, Uzcategui, is very, very pissed off by that. So I'm going to pass it out to one of the other guys, and let's get started.
BoxingVoice.com.
I've been doing this. I ain't been up and fell off. I've been through the Lennox Lewis era, the Nassim Hamed era, the Sugar Shane Moses era, the Oscar De La Hoya era, Marco Antonio Barrera. I've been through all the eras, and I still been
How much you talking? You do too much talking. The thing is this.
People want their subjective preference to be the objective reality.
HBO needs to fire you. You don't know shit about BoxingVoice.com.
All right, so we got more Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, the thing that everyone wants to talk about right now. In addition to that, we got Ryan Garcia, who's going to be the true Facebook test. Is he really going to bring those big numbers? We had that mishap, the first one with the stream cutout. So hopefully they got this right. They're talking about Ryan Garcia sold very well. In addition to that, we got championship boxing with Showtime. Very confident. Makes you wonder that maybe if they had behind-the-scene deals cut out with some of these fighters to confidently do that. And what about FS1, things like that, since UFC and things like that are gone to the other networks? And then HBO Boxing. You're talking about a network who's produced about, I think, less than 10 cards on their programming, and Showtime's done something like that by the time of June. So it's really something where hopefully they can pick things up. But other than that, I'll pass it on to another host.
So your brother's bound and gagged, and they've chained him to a chair. Won't you please come to Chicago?
What's going on, guys? I need a new intro.
So your brother's bound and gagged.
Hey man, you what you need is that Shy City by Kanye.
Chicago. Yo, but anybody, not only Ringwalk Danny, if you want an intro.
BoxingVoice.com.
No, that's the wrong one. It's this one.
What it do, TBC family? This your boy Dollar. If you want to beat like you heard on the show, hit me up on Instagram at DollarDibiase. That's DOLLA_DIBIASE. Let's get it.
Boom. That's simple. Or you could just have Rob make you one of his very expensive ones. He charged like $100.
Cheap.
Hey, Rob got to get it, man.
Pounds.
Yeah.
That's like how much this belt weighs right here. I'm the champion. You the runner up.
Hey, Ness.
Yo, you the champ, Triple G. I'm the runner up, Jamal Charlo. Who would you rather be?
He's the Cheetos champ.
I'm the Cheeto.
I think you get paid more though. The Triple G does.
since we ran out and gave a little shout out to Dollar DiBiase, our in-house producer, handles all our beats and intros for callers, hosts alike. I want to say that we have two projects that I definitely need your help with. So on Patreon, we put out a Camp Life post. It's a toss-up between FA. Say his last name, guys. Ajaba? Is it Ajaba or Jaguar?
A Jaguar. You said it right.
A Jaguar. No, I said Jaguar on purpose. A Jaguar. So it's either between FA, a Jaguar, and Mikey Garcia. Spoke to both. We're in the green with them. We can definitely go and visit either one from the days of September 3rd through the 5th, which is a small window. Very small window. Now, we need to decide which camp you guys feel is, more valuable to you as a viewer. Which would you rather TBV get in? And then we need to get those super chats right, because either or, each trip is super expensive. To get to, let's see here, to get to Texas, because this is priority, right? We only have this weekend to accomplish this if you guys really want it to happen. If not, next Camp Life won't be till Wilder starts camp. So this is Houston, coming in at a nice, sexy 795. And then we got Mikey at a good 637. So, either way, it's expensive, but I don't know.
I don't want to sound like a fanboy for FA, but there's a lot of footage of Mikey Garcia out on the web. You know what I'm saying? Mikey
That's
covered a lot.
Point. That's a good point. I looked at FA and there isn't much. A lot of just like highlights from his fights, but not any training footage that I've seen.
And that's the point that I was trying to make. But thank you.
So yeah, we got those two Camp Lives. So we definitely need your help. You can PayPal at ThaBoxingVoice.com at Yahoo. Am I saying that right? Holy shit. Let me double check that.
That is correct.
Yes.
The way it's spelled in English, not the way Ness spells it. So ThaBoxingVoice at yahoo.com.
Man, you sound like a Rod with that English shit now. Come on, man.
The whole chat saying FA right now, man. I haven't seen a single Mikey.
Well, the chat needs to say FA with that super chat so we get that ticket bought, because the longer we wait, the more expensive the trip will be canceled out, because we just can't do, last minute fucking $2,000 trips. It's not gonna make it. But you had something to say, Ring Walk?
That is correct. So not just do we need those super chats, those Patreon, that PayPal, we also are
Cash
49.
App, that's GTO.
Okay. We're also 49 subscribers away from 84,000, 84K. So let's get that. We
are one subscriber away from 6,000 subscribers this month. That's very impressive. Probably the highest yet.
Shout out.
And man, if y'all listening, man, please smash that thumbs up. We got almost 300 watching, but only 50 thumbs up. I know we're better than that.
And for those asking who's FA, Ajaba is the guy that goes by the Nightmare and scared Curtis Harper out of the ring. The replay and, replay can be found all over the internet. That is one of the camps that we are invited to. I've also spoke to Robert Brant. Forgot about that. We're invited to that one, but that one doesn't start anytime soon. That fight will be taking place in Las Vegas. He's in Vegas already. No reason. No one. Don't know why. Maybe he's having a press conference. Yeah, we didn't get a chance to talk too long. But also very, very, I guess, aggressive conversations with Brian McIntyre today. Terrence Crawford. They're in Colorado, but they are coming down possibly to the Canelo Alvarez fight to do some promotion, which is odd that he even said those words to me, being as though that Canelo is Golden Boy.
Don't tease me like that, bro.
No, for real. They're definitely going to be in LA the week before or the night before. I'm not sure. So maybe we get some, at least Brian McIntyre. I'm not going to put Crawford on that tentative maybe guest list because, you know, he's just not cool like that. We're going to have to break the ice when we get into Colorado and I start dying of thirst and lips are all chapped. Maybe he'll throw me a bone and we become friends. Or maybe I got to wrestle him. Maybe that's what he likes. Maybe he wants to be wrestled and shit. I don't know what the fuck is up with the country boys, but maybe that's what he wants.
Or play football with him because he was playing football.
I mean, we could do basketball. I see he be talking mad shit about.
Man, he'll bust your ass. He'll bust your ass, man.
First of all, I'm a center because of my height. I shouldn't be a center. I should be like a power forward, maybe small forward. But playing against Terrence, I'll be a center. So I'm not supposed to be out there. Yeah, I'm not supposed to be out there trying to stop his shot. Now let his little ass come to the paint, see if I won't turn him to a pretzel.
Look,
and that's why we're not getting him right there.
If we talking wrestling, because we know Ness likes to slap people in flip-flops and shit. If we talking wrestling, I wouldn't fuck with Bud. His son actually just won Fight of the Year in the 52-pound division across the country. That's Division 1. So shout out to
Doggy. Stop right there, Ringwalk Danny, because if every son took after the father or the father took after the son, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. would be a king right now.
All right, Ness, don't be no future out here and tap out. Make you want to tap out.
Dog, I don't even wrestle, man. I remember the days when I had like street fights. I made sure my boys broke that up. Don't wrestle me. I'm too skinny for that shit. We fighting, we boxing.
Thank you. Throw them hands.
Try to slam me around. This ain't motherfucking tag team wrestling Royal Rumble.
Get your pussy out of here.
On to some real deal boxing. What do y'all think about Tyson Fury signing his side of the contract allegedly?
Well, I'm gonna play some audio. Rob, get the Paris audio because it's not really what we think about. It's more about what the family of Tyson thinks.
Just a quick update. I've been reading and I've heard some rumours that this fight's off for me and Wilder. Not on my watch, you know. I'm not pulling out nothing. It's on like Donkey Kong. Tyson Fury is like Hakeem coming to America.
Now, that's obviously the first bit of audio that he released on his social media, kind of reconfirming. But yesterday he released some more, or actually it was early this morning. Credit to Rob stalking his story, was able to screen record it. And he and his wife were discussing the fight, Wilder, and even location. You play it, Rob?
Yeah, sending.
Oh, you can play it on your end?
Nah, I got it on my phone. I don't know how to. But yeah, he's out with his family, still on vacation, but still training. So you know, he's putting in that work. But yeah, and on another one of his posts, it says rocking out, and he's just dancing, singing, sort of miming to some songs, and it says big news or massive news coming soon. So whether maybe that means Wilder signed his side as well. So maybe the big announcement's coming soon.
Big announcement could be press conference as well. But let's go to the audio and hear what they have
Paris, how excited are we about the fact that we're going to Vegas to knock out Deontay Wilder?
Very excited.
I can't wait. Just sat here now thinking about the fight. We can't wait. Come on, babe.
No,
Can you wait, Valencia?
Vegas, baby. We need to clip that. I need that fucking soundbite.
Vegas, baby.
She reminds me of a young Winona Ryder in Beetlejuice when she said, no, he can't wait. Like all raspy and shit. Holy fuckers. They must be drinking hella cognac on vacation.
He was just impersonating it.
Smoking hella blunts.
He was impersonating him. Well, fuck no. That just sound like some Irish whiskey in the back of her throat.
He was ripping him. He said, because what do you think, babe? And she went, I'm so excited.
I don't know. Listen, different culture, so no one take anything I said with offense. Different culture, so, you know, maybe the humor goes over my head.
Well, two things, Ness. First of all, it's pronounced.
Well, one thing, point the mic to your mouth.
So two things.
Pause, fast forward. Do something with that.
God damn it. Two things, Ness.
So he thinks he's a rapper. He's got to hold the mic before he talks.
Yo.
Chicago Chirac rapper over here.
I got them bars, son.
Look, it's pronounced cognac.
Makashi is the Mexican Makashi. Makashi 8'9". No, wait. You guys will. No, anyway, keep it moving.
Look, man, it's pronounced cognac. And second of all, no offense, but his wife sounds like Angel Garcia there.
Yo,
It's the
Angel's
bird,
funny. Man. Angel's funny. Angel's funny. Listen, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to support the show by hitting that thumbs up button. It definitely helps with the visibility. It lets other guys that stumble across the video know that you guys had a great time here. Shout out to Andre Diakonu saying, I got 10 on the Houston rundown. Your travel for September, Houston, Vegas. Are you still doing London for Joshua? Hashtag TBB Travel Fund. Yeah, man. So we're trying to get to Povetkin, Joshua. I got to clear up that last Belfast trip. So it's going to be tight for the Joshua. It's probably going to be another last minute expensive flight because I'm definitely not buying another flight without clearing the last trip, not just flight. So we have most, I guess the soonest thing is September 3rd through the 5th, whatever we can fill in. So it's either going to be help from the family, TBV, and Patreons to get to Mikey or F.A. Ajaba, or it's going to be me and Daniel take the road trip to D.C. to Jarrett Hurd, who is still recovering from an injury, so it's not like we'll get everything we need, but something's better than nothing. Then we have, obviously, Las Vegas from Thursday to Sunday for the live fight show, which will be both shows. I got the tentative itinerary today. So both shows will be live from Beer House, and it will start at 1:30 as a pre-weigh-in hype-up show. So, we'll be there, and we'll be talking about the weigh-in and just wondering where these guys are both mentally and obviously are they on weight.
And real quick, man. Big shout out to Jared Hurd. He had a backpack giveaway in his local area. He was on his local Fox channel too, and he was giving back to the kids. So big shout out to him, man. Thank you for that, supporting your community.
And so at 1:30, we'll break for the live weigh-in. We'll go in there. We'll witness it. We'll check it out. We'll all come back out and give our immediate reactions around 2:30, and we'll break. Anybody could buy me however many pre-rolls of marijuana you want. It's legal in that state. Obviously, you could get me some Chivas after 2:30, and then we could just hang out all fucking night till Saturday. We could break night if you got some single women. It's all good. Like, I'm available. Hit that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show. We got another super chat coming in from Ramen Big R. Says, punish them, Ness. You already fucking know. I told them in their face I'm terrorizing their ass. They got fat while I starved. They got fat. They was praying Ness couldn't get to the UK. They wanted that motherfucking rejection on the passport. But oh no, we coming. So listen, September we out there in AJ and the UK. Hopefully Rob, doesn't do a Houdini and he appears this time. We're gonna go from Vegas straight to fucking London. I mean, look. That's why those travel plans haven't been solidified, because it's either fly straight from Vegas September 16th just to get there for fight week in London, because, it's like a fucking next day flight. So I'll land Monday anyway. And then arrivals is Tuesday in Manchester or London, wherever the hell they're fighting at, right? So I might as well go from Vegas or, go back home, get a couple of loads of laundry and maybe change some outfits around so I'm not looking like rinse repeat in another country. But yeah, it's a really tough schedule. It's a really tough schedule. And honestly speaking, I'm hoping to make them all. We even got Ringwalk Danny that's willing to meet me at certain locations. Aaron Cantu. So remember, this dough isn't just for me. I mean, look, we got Aaron in Texas that he'll meet me there. Obviously, Ringwalk Danny wants to meet me in both Texas and in LA. We're just trying to work. So speaking of work, we already touched on the Wilder thing. We know that Fury signed the contract. We kind of knew this a few days ago. We did a spontaneous show on it. This is flagship. We want to let our, loyal listeners know. Fury has signed. They have sent their contract back to the American side, but we haven't heard nothing in 24 hours. Now, it's been 24 hours since Fury allegedly returned the contract. I'm shocked that we haven't heard anything from Deontay, no social media posts of him signing it, no announcements of press conferences. But those are my final thoughts on the Wilder Fury, at least signing, because that's at least good news. You know, at least we're not here wondering if this is still going to happen or not happen.
Yeah, my thoughts is that I think they're going to do something prior to the Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, similar when they did the Robert Easter, Mikey Garcia. They're going to have like a press conference hidden until the fight week of a Showtime fight to promote that fight.
Yeah, it makes sense. It would make sense. You know, it's only was it next weekend? We've got to wait. So, you know, I'm sure we'll hear something. And like I say, Tyson Fury's post said you know, big news coming soon or massive news coming soon. So I think it's, if not done, close to done, if not done, they're just, you know, waiting for maximum exposure. So I think something around the Garcia Porter would make sense.
Absolutely. I think Showtime is going to own the week next week with their fight on Saturday, and leading up to it, if they have the Wilder and Fury press conference, they can only draw more eyes to the Sean Porter fight, and also draw more eyes to the Wilder and Fury fight. So it all makes sense.
So I just want to say, Ring Walk Danny is right. What's up?
You just said fuck what I gotta say.
Well, we didn't even know you wanted to talk. You're sitting back like a mime. I mean, go ahead.
Got to get it while it's hot, baby.
Hey, look, I gotta say a couple things. The Wilder Fury, great things. I'm saying November 17th because we're hearing possibly Usyk and Bellew November 10th. So I'm gonna say the 17th. That's my thought. I don't have any insider info. It's a fight that everybody wants to see. Today, Lennox Lewis said that Tyson Fury and Wilder is bigger than Joshua and Povetkin. So that's a fight we want to see. Also, as far as Patreon Super Chat, let's keep that going. That helps. That's helped me get to LA for Mikey Garcia and Robert Easter. Also, I'm in Vegas, as many of you know, so that can help me get to Crawford's camp in Colorado. I've been here a week. We've done Boston. We've done New York, Philly twice. We're doing Philly tomorrow. Possibly the DC area for Jared. So we are working. I don't want to say a lot of it's because I'm here and motivating us. But
no, it definitely is. It makes it easier to have someone in the car so that you don't fall asleep in a 5-hour drive. You know what I mean? Boston it's not an easy drive. And going to Hurd is not going to be easy because Hurd is actually closer. It's 4 hours, but it's a tougher drive commute because of I-95 and just the massive amounts of traffic, which really makes her difficult is afternoon training. Like these guys ain't getting into the gym till 4. So that means you got to drive during rush hour traffic, which sucks, or eliminate that altogether, jump on the road like 12 fucking noon, still get there by rush hour. It's just, you know, really wish a flight was available, but we ain't on that level. We grinding. Don't worry about it. You know, TBV will take a bike to DC if we got to.
You know, and it's good having Danny there. You know, when shit gets real and people are calling you a bully, you know, a little bit of backup.
Yeah,
Even
didn't he do the Homer Simpson? I told Doomsday today. You see Danny he was recording with the tripod, and all of a sudden I start arguing. He just went into the bushes like
the meme.
I'm like, oh, where the fuck Danny go and shit. Really quick from the super chat. Thank you for the love, man. We really listen. September 3rd is Monday. It's Monday, and Monday's Labor Day. While you barbecuing with your family, Ness is out there getting you this work. So while you with the family watching eating and barbecue, you could actually watch some F.A. Ajaba or some Mikey Garcia, who's also gonna be, sorry for that was very loud, who's also gonna be in the fucking damn, all of you had to move your earphones, sorry about it. He's also gonna be in the gym, you know what I mean? Nobody's taking off, so why should we? All right, so we got super chat from Sean. That looks so help me out there, Rob. That's definitely like a UK last name.
Petrie.
Sean Petrie. Ness, I really enjoy your coverage from Belfast, so please come back to the UK for the AJ Povetkin fight and definitely take Rob with you. Keep up the good work to you. Keep up the good work to all of you from TBV. Thank you so much. Listen, that is the plan. And let me tell you, we plan to do an even better job. A lot of things working in the back end, and Eddie, you know, promised me that I will have, you know, A1 coverage. So it's all about travel plans, B&B, and internet. Obviously, food and weed. Let's get to Rick no message, just the super chat. Thank you, my friend. We're definitely gonna use that towards one of the trips. You guys are deciding where we end up. And Chris Camillo always supporting and says this is for whatever camp you make it to. Building that Mikey bridge probably does more, especially if you're making a few West Coast trips, but wouldn't be mad at an FA camp either. Shout out to you, my friend. The movement is real. We got Ryan Garcia making the debut on Facebook. And this is an interesting little conversation that we can have amongst each others because he chose a headline Facebook debut instead of Canelo, Triple G, maybe co-main pay-per-view, but he was offered that card. Good decision, bad decision. Thoughts on Facebook debut?
Great decision. He's his own brand right now, man. He has over 1 million followers on IG, which probably has more than Triple G. I don't know about Canelo. So he's his own brand right now, and headlining on a pay-per-view card. We seen forgot his name, Joseph Diaz do almost 3 million in 24 hours. I'm expecting Ryan Garcia to do at least 10 million in 24 hours. So I'm excited to see what Facebook rolls out and how it looks and how it streams, because that one went down for a little bit. So with the Ryan Garcia, well, King Ryan, I apologize, King Ryan, I'm excited to see his trajectory by being on Facebook.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Facebook move is a good move because he is a product of the social media new age. They highlight, I think when he was fighting on ESPN, they were like, he has all these million followers on Instagram. So that's where they're definitely trying to push is the social media market specific. And I think after figuring out all the bugs and trying things out with Jojo Diaz's fight, I'm sure they're going to do better with this. And, for the most part, he's going to be out there with the Canelo Triple G fight. So he can probably double dip, get his co-main event. I mean, not co-main event, his main event. And then he can go over to Triple G and Canelo and, promote himself at that venue.
My thoughts on that. Thanks to Ness, of course. I was at the Jaime Munguia Liam Smith fight, and I interviewed Ryan. That was the first interview I've done at a fight. And at that point, that was July 21st. At that point, he was already talking about. You all right? He was already talking about. Not being on the pay-per-view card. Ryan does have 1.2 million followers on Instagram. And on top of that, Oscar today, if you guys go to Boxing Scene, stated that besides Canelo, Ryan Garcia pulls the most numbers in boxing.
Who told?
I don't know about that.
Oscar De La Hoya said that.
Yeah, I mean, he's a promoter. Eddie says a lot too. I mean, we only got one guy on the panel believes everything Eddie said. I guess you're the only guy on the panel believes everything Oscar says.
I'm just stating what's being said, but
yeah, Mike, you got to stop believing everything Eddie says.
I know, right, man? He fucking had me fooled, dog. He had me fucking fooled.
Yeah, Ryan's gonna get good Facebook numbers, but there's a reason why he's not on pay-per-view yet. So he's gonna build his little.
I just thought it was the right thing, though, Ron. I mean, especially seeing the post Joseph Diaz numbers, knowing that those numbers also had been affected to the dip in the stream. Cross our fingers. We're doing 2 live streams in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully we don't suffer any of that bullshit. And shout out, we're trying to step it up to a 3-camera setup for the live stream, not just the post-production. But I just don't know. It's like, Canelo did 1.3. It's the rematch. It should draw more interest, is probably like what everyone is assuming, what analytics are telling them. I think that Ryan should have been on it because, maybe these are like hardcores and then semi-hardcores, not necessarily full-blown casuals. I hate that people believe casuals buy pay-per-views. I think it's the not too interested boxing fan, the one that still remembers the Roys and the Tysons. He's like, Canelo Triple G. All right, I'll come back to the sport that I hate because of the judging and the politics, but I'll pay for this. I don't think it's full-blown casual saying, oh, who are these two guys fighting? Yeah, I'll fork over $100. Nah, I don't believe that. I believe that.
I was gonna say with the price increase, do you believe that it will affect buys and also with the lack of a build up, no Max Kellerman face off, no really fucking press conference where they go face to face.
Was cheeks too. The production level of the 24/7. You know, I hate this like diss myself, but I feel like they hired someone of my caliber to do that 24/7. Like I feel like that was made straight for YouTube or internet. It doesn't have the same HBO feel of production. Yes, it has Lee Schreiber, but I don't think the production is the same. Did anyone notice that, or am I nitpicking?
I think it's just the fact that it wasn't unique to us because everything in there we knew. It just seemed like a big summary. So for us, I felt like we wanted to get a little bit more inside scoop, some extra things that we may have not known in preparation of the fight or things leading to it. And it was just a big recap. And, you know, so watching it was kind of a snore fest because we know all this. We knew every little tidbit of it.
I couldn't
outside of the first 3 minutes, man. It was like the first 3 minutes they were like translating in English and they're like talking shit back and forth. Outside of that, the shit wasn't that fire.
Yeah, I've not seen it. It's geo blocked for me on the YouTube channel. So unless someone sends me something ripped, but
Somebody's got to download it and we transfer it to you.
yeah, man. But I did see. I think it was like a clip, and like you say, it's a lot of Spanish speaking and translation and stuff like that. Which for me, I don't know. I just can't sort of feel what they're saying when it's just being translated. So
same here, brother.
It just don't like.
Yeah, it's so funny you said that because I told Ringwalk Danny that today. I'm like, bro, I'm Latino, but these stupid captions make me read. They fuck up the whole programming. It's like I can't just watch it because now I have to watch and read it, even though I'm Spanish, when I could just listen to it, but it fucks your brain up. Like, I hate those captions. I hate that they don't know how to talk English. I'm so fucking frustrated because I was here with Sergio Martinez. Like, stop making millions of dollars every fucking fight and not buy a Rosetta fucking Stone or a fucking tutor. Like, I'm tired of that shit. You making money off America, fucking give some back. Learn some fucking English. I'm an immigrant. My parents are immigrants. Fucking Ringwalk Danny's an immigrant. His parents are, we talking English, man. This motherfucker's a millionaire. He could hire 100 teachers to teach him 100 languages every fucking hour, but neither one of these goofballs want to learn English.
No, bro, they ain't gotta learn English if they don't want to. Shit, fuck you.
Well, that's
if they don't want to learn English, they don't want to learn English. That's what I'm saying.
That's why there's no interest. That's why there's no interest. That's why everybody that calls to talk about AJ Wilder Fury and nothing about Golovkin and fucking Canelo. That's why.
There's a lot of bad language in this English right now. There's a lot of bad language. It's it's not very English at all.
Well, I think the thing that Ness is trying to say is that the quotables aren't there. Everything has to be translated. So when you try to promote it, put it out there, you just hear a foreign language when it comes to Americans. Now, obviously,
y'all
the
just
country
said they did 1.3 with no fucking English at all first time. So why does it matter if they learn English or not for the second time?
Because for me, I would be invested more if I understood when Canelo's saying something, and it's like if he was, I don't know, say whatever he was.
You ain't got to be invested as long as you watch.
Hold on.
Are you going to watch?
But if it's
Rob,
like,
what's the fight pay-per-view in UK? The first one?
We had it on Box Nation.
So that's the point. Just because it did well in the United States, it wasn't pay-per-view globally. When Floyd Mayweather and Conor, when they did their thing, was that pay-per-view in UK?
Yep, on Sky.
Yeah. So at that point, these quotables do matter outside of just one demographic market.
And also that Conor and Floyd press conferences completely sold the hell out of it, which they can
act like English isn't the fucking universal language. Like, stop.
Of course it is. Of course it is. But at the same time, these guys are not from America or the UK or English-speaking countries. So when they go back, I mean, they want to communicate with their people and their time over here. I got to give credit to Triple G because he had made an effort to speak English. But Canelo just like shit. I don't live here.
I gave him credit for making an effort 2 years ago when he did the Apple commercial. He still sounds the same.
Well, look, I'm gonna say this much on it. As far as the 24/7 goes, I thought it was very basic. Like Ron G said, recap to me, that's what I thought of it. I feel like the people that are excited are going to be excited. Obviously, the promotion hasn't been the best unless you've been following and you know the lead up and the backstory and everything that's going on as far as that. As far as the language, you got to give Triple G credit because he knows more English than Canelo. Now, to me, the biggest at fault is Golden Boy. Like, how can you promote this guy? This is supposed to be your bread and butter, and you guys don't invest. You guys don't. Come on, man. We know you.
That's
guys.
why Ryan Garcia is 10 years old with 1 million followers, because he's Mexican American, pretty, but knows English.
That's why Canelo's making 20 million a year. I mean, 20 million a fight.
Let's see where Ryan gets. As long as Ryan has the talent, he's gonna surpass him, bro. Look at him.
There's one person on the panel that doesn't think he has the talent.
You okay, he's Mexican American, he speaks English, but he doesn't fucking speak Spanish. So what the fuck is that gonna do for him?
What?
What are you talking about? That don't matter.
Broken as fuck.
Dog, broken Spanish is better than broken English.
Right, to the American fans, not the Mexicans.
Nah. That's a lie,
bro.
That's a lie because Oscar was still loved.
And Oscar's way more Spanish.
Yeah,
than Ryan.
he could speak more Spanish, but he ain't fucking like, you know.
Mikey Garcia is loved.
I mean, now
he speaks Spanish,
like myself, you know what I mean? But talk to me 20 years ago in Spanish, Oscar sounded like me 20 years ago, you know what I mean? Broken.
It was like the split when they done the press conference, and it was the split venue fucking satellite fucking thing. And you know, if Canelo's saying whatever in Spanish, like I'm gonna rip his fucking head off, I want to hear that. I don't need to go. He's gonna rip his head off.
Well, look, in the words,
and they don't even translate it that way anyway. You know what I'm saying?
The amount of times I've seen people in chat saying that's not what he said.
He was talking shit about Golovkin's resume. And he's like, man, this guy hasn't fought anybody, and they wrote, oh, he hasn't fought anybody. They're all shitloads. I'm like, what the fuck is a shitload?
Look, first of all, that translated that Golden Boy has his fucking ass.
They all are ass.
Not me, but look. That being said, back to the topic. Ryan Garcia is not on the pay-per-view card. If you guys remember last year, he was a main event after the weigh-in. So after the Canelo Triple G weigh-in in Vegas, he fought. He was a main event on ESPN. Right. Now, Golden Boy does have a card in Fresno the day of the weigh-in, so obviously they can't do anything in Vegas, but they also have a Golden Boy card in Vegas that Thursday, the day of the press conference. So maybe they could have put him on that, because a lot of people will be in town for fight week, and they got fucking Pablo Cesar Cano and Maricela Cornejo, which to me, I'm going for Maricela just because she's bad as fuck.
No, you leave him in LA, well, in his California area where he's from, so he can draw the people in his community.
So you think he's not going to draw more numbers fight week of?
I'm not saying that. But Ryan Garcia on a Thursday, come on.
I mean, listen, we've seen Thursday special events before, but whatever, far too much. We'll recap and touch back on Ryan when we see his post-fight numbers and his live Facebook streaming numbers. Very intrigued, but far too much time. Showtime, 3-year deal. Anybody want to read the actual facts of what is taking place with Showtime? I know that I can remember from, reading the article a couple of hours ago, and about 8 about 8. I know that they mentioned new programming, prospects, and that intrigued me. I remember back in the day, HBO had HBO Championship Boxing and HBO After Dark, and Showtime has always had Showbox where they put their developing prospects, but to hear them say that PBC is going to be giving up their entire stable and they're going to be programming with the, prospects, I'm interested. Any other little tidbits or secret details you guys might have picked up through the industry that you want to release, and thoughts obviously on the 3-year extension with Heyman Boxing LLC and Showtime and Steven Espinoza.
Well, I think it's great. Al Heyman has over 160 fighters. Showtime needed it. Not that they needed it as much because they're hurting. Obviously, we know HBO. I mean, you got Peter Nelson riding a bike. You know HBO boxing is hurting. But
dude, he's a New Yorker, man. New Yorkers ride bikes, man. There's too much traffic.
No, but basically what I'm getting at, so ESPN Plus obviously is doing a lot, not just his Top Rank, but they also starting 2019 bought the UFC rights, which is fucking huge. DAZN obviously is doing their thing with Bellator and Eddie Hearn, fucking huge. Showtime, you know, we've seen the live streams, we've seen being able to stream it through the app, through the website. They'll stream the press conferences, the weigh-in, so they've done a lot. I think it's great because PBC has to go to somebody. They're not pulling the numbers that they expected on Bounce. They're not pulling the numbers that they expected on Fox Sports. So it has to be Showtime. Showbox to me has been good. We've seen, you know, the likes of Sean Porter in the past, the Durrells in the past, Ward in the past, and now we're seeing
Tim Bradley. Everybody's been on Showbox.
Right,
Everybody.
And now we're seeing Clarissa Shields headlining, you know. So I think Showtime and Steven Espinoza are doing a great thing, and I think this deal with PBC is fucking phenomenal. What do you guys think?
I mean,
let's not forget.
Go ahead.
I'm saying, let's not forget that it's not only Showtime. It will be Showtime sister network. I mean, well, mother network, CBS Sports Network. So all that will be included with the Showtime deal. Also, that 3 years. I mean, do you guys think that it should have been longer? Because of
I think that Al did a 3-year deal so that he could come back and renegotiate. 3 years from now, Earl is bigger than what he is today. Deontay's huge, you know, and you renegotiate with the network for more money. I don't know if it's phenomenal though. I don't know. I just want to see all the fighters get funneled on the Showtime. This way, every weekend we have a Friday night Showtime Showbox, and we got a championship boxing on Saturday. Give us a full fucking schedule. Feed me Seymour. Again, showing my age. Listen, let me go out to the Christian Fernandez super chat. Shout out to Christian for obviously gracing us with his presence at the TBV Appreciation Night in Las Vegas when Deontay Wilder showed up. And he says, TBV, get us that FA interview. Enjoy a pre-roll on me. Hope it's the Master Yoda OG. Keep up the good work, guys. You might as well send me that Master Yoda OG. You know we don't get none of that shit on this side of town, bro. I'm going to have to go look that up the minute I land. Because I swear, if we get to this goal for Mikey, even if we can't get to the goal, what I'll try and do is I'll fucking fly into Vegas and then drive in, which just sucks, but we'll see what we get. We're still $610 away. We've gotten $56.99. Yeah. So we only need 610 more, and we're going to see either Mikey or FA, and it's truly up to you where we go, right? And you never know. You want to make sure I get this. What if Derek James hits me back? You want me to show you that we were talking today? What if Derek James is like, yo, come through? What if Robert Brant says, come through? Who does Robert Brant train with? Jermell Charlo. Who else? Earl Spence. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, how much do you think that
what?
How much do you think that signed Danny Garcia belt is worth?
That's what I was gonna say. We haven't got to that, but both of these beautiful WBC memorabilias that are authentic. These are given to us from the WBC extremely, especially for these reasons. Strike that extremely from that sentence. I meant to say, especially for these reasons. This is to get us to our location. So maybe today's biggest super chatter, you know, or the person that wants to get us to Mikey the most can pick up this Danny Garcia signed WBC belt. The ink hasn't dried. We got that signed yesterday. It has Jose Sulaiman's face on it, and it has Muhammad Ali's face on it, right? It's got Muhammad Ali on the other side, right?
It's definitely Danny Garcia's signature, right?
Bang. And if your pockets, if you're not Elon Musk, or what is it? Is it Elon Musk? How you say it, guys? If you're not the Tesla dude in the pockets, then you get the runner up like me. You know, we could always give you the runner up. So definitely support us, man. We need that 610 to go. We got 56.99. We need 610 to go to get me either to Mikey Garcia or to FA's camp, Ajaba. whatever one you want. Remember that we might get lucky at a Jabba's, right? Because we could bump into Jamal Charlo. Shit could get crazy. We could bump into Jamal. We don't know who FA's training with. He could be sparring with somebody. We don't know. We don't know. But what else? We got to get to. All right, so Showtime. Everyone gave their final thoughts on the 3-year deal?
No, I just think hopefully we just, get to see some of these big names just fight more regularly. That's what I'd like to see. It's easily probably the best stable in boxing. It's just,
You know what? You're absolutely right. You're doing a bit of stuttering, so I help you out there. Eddie made a great point about that, about these fighters not getting enough fights and how his DAZN fighters will get 3 fights a year, and they know their fight dates before their fight, right? So hopefully that's what this means. Hopefully guys like Earl Spence that want to fight 3 times a year can now actually fight 3 times a year. I don't know if that means that because, Heyman's always done weird business, right? He's always done business in boxing that not quite everyone's understood.
I mean, as well, look at Tank Davis. He's tweeting out, "I've only fought one time this year," shaking my motherfucking head and all that. I don't know. Just you guys have got these fighters that do great numbers, but they're just not, out often enough, and it's just a shame. But like I say, yeah, if it's a good deal. I mean, didn't ESPN literally re-sign an extension on a deal that was just recently signed anyway? So maybe
Top Rank.
Yeah, Top Rank. I mean, yeah. So maybe, like Nez said, this 3 years maybe doesn't sound a lot, but 3 years, maybe next year there's a 2-year extension on top of that 3 already. So it's all good.
45 subscribers away from 84,000. It's been a great month. Let's try and lock it in. It'll be good to get to that 85,000 before September 1st. You know what I'm saying? That would be great. But we could settle with 84,000 before September 1st. But
to Rob's point, real quick, they got to get those fighters out more, man. One time a year, even twice a year is not really enough for, especially if people are getting first round knockouts. You got to get them people back in the ring and keep that steam building.
I mean, luckily, I'm not sure on his. I think he's with Mayweather, but I don't know if he's with Al or whatever. But maybe you can help me. But Tabiti, I think it's a good job he's signed up for this. World Boxing Super Series. Otherwise, how often have we seen Tabiti fighting? So, and I'm quite sort of excited to see the guy. So I'm just glad he's in this tournament. So.
I'm just mad at.
I am excited about that. Before we move on to that, let me just get to the super chats because obviously today is an important super chat day. We were trying to get to that $670 goal to make sure we go see Mikey Garcia in this very short window. Remember, count the days. Monday is September 3rd, which is also a holiday. So this flight needs to be bought today. We're trying to give away to the biggest super chatter the belt that's around the champion's waist and shoulder every now and then, signed by Danny Garcia, who fights September 8th and was already a multiple division WBC champion. We have a super chat from Antonio, and he says the NFL and the NBA has broadcast rights among multiple networks. The best thing for boxing in the U.S. would be if PBC would have took a similar route. Yeah, I mean, the thing is the NFL and the NBA are separate entities and they own that shit. There's no competition, like the XFL or whatever that shit, that's not competition to the NFL. Whereas Oscar's competition to PBC, Top Rank is competition to PBC, Eddie Hearn is competition to PBC, et cetera, et cetera. Don't forget Frank Warren and Tyson Fury, but he's got his own stable there. And Rockman sent the super chat just so that I pronounce his name right. All right, Rockman.
That's how you get it done.
That's how you get it done, baby. Shout out to Rockman. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show, and it lets us know that you enjoy the content or at least the fucking podcast, right? Drop us a 5-star review so we can read it live on the show in the sexy UK voice of Rob or, the broken English Ebonics Ness. So last topic, or actually the fourth topic on the list, is HBO. Similar story to Showtime, except they're not renewing or extending. In fact, they're reneging and they don't want the rematch. Are we certain that this is not fake news? This seems very strange, even for HBO.
Yeah,
I
I
believe
mean,
that
who's the
Michael
source?
Benson tweeted it
That's
out,
not
but
a
he
source.
said
I keep telling you guys. Who's the truth?
but he said there was no known source. It was only rumors.
okay, so it's a rumor.
Shoot me for having the rumor as like topic 4. You guys are serious? This is not even confirmed.
He said a lot of like internet talk around HBO not being interested in this. And
All right, let's treat the smoke like fire, in the words of Angel Garcia and numerous others, right? Hypothetically, I guess the entire conversation moving forward is hypothetical, and if this were true, hypothetically, I think it would be a bad move, but it's also an indication that they're releasing their stronghold on boxing. They have focused their attention on other things in HBO and not named boxing. I mean, where's HBO After Dark? That is what I'll close out on, and one of you guys can, jump in.
Yeah, I mean, to say that, I'm 27, so I actually grew up watching HBO a lot, and I do remember that they had that theme song with the saxophone and stuff. It was very comforting for me to know that it was Saturday, and I heard that music play. And they used to have a crazy roster. I mean, the fact that they had Floyd Mayweather at a point, and when you look at 2018,
Are you saying
yeah,
the that's a sax? I thought that was like a fucking violin or something.
like na 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 na, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
No, older. I'm talking about older. That's still new. I'm talking about what they had to do with a saxophone.
Letters are flying through the city. Yeah, I think it's that. But I don't know.
Like a brick wall and stuff. Either or, they had it going on. They had Roy Jones. They had Floyd. Pretty much, they had everything going right. Now, when you look at 2018, think about what the schedule was. They had Lucas Matisse and Karam. They had Rungvisai and Estrada, Sergey Kovalev and Igor, Dillian White, Lucas Brown, just the main event, no undercards. Danny Jacobs and Selecki, Triple G and Vanis, Saddam Ali, Jaime Munguia and Liam Smith, and Alida Alvarez and Sergey Kovalev, which is probably one of the most exciting fights to happen. And many people do want to see the rematch. If they don't take that, I mean, that's a pretty bad schedule for HBO comparing to where they came from. Like, they used to be the premier channel, the Oscar De La Hoyas and the Bernard Hopkins and the Roy Jones, and everything was there minus a couple people on Showtime like Mike Tyson and the crowds and Castillo big fights, but everything was HBO at that point. They used to kind of run it. It's strange now. Like, it's really depressing. If they don't take this fight at the end of the year, then they definitely should just kind of get out of the boxing game.
Okay. I mean, let's be real though. I mean, they're putting all their money and the resources towards their great series, the Game of Thrones, which next year will be their final season. So after this year, they maybe pick up next year.
They probably dumping money into the other show too. That's huge over there, Westworld.
Yeah, Westworld. That shit's fire.
Mike, no, fuck that.
Teach me.
You mean to tell me when the best show ever, the fucking Sopranos, was airing on HBO, they didn't have a fire ass roster?
They ain't got fucking dinosaurs though, bro. They ain't got dragons. They ain't got zombies. They ain't got Nightwalkers.
But that's personal. He's saying the best show ever. That could be your personal feeling. You don't know if statistically,
The Wire
show has done more ratings than Game of Thrones. That is something you're gonna have to Google and come back and let us know. In the meantime, we've gotten a $62, which means we are 600.
I thought you meant we got a $2 super chat. I was about to go like hell, fuck yeah.
No. But we're gonna entice the super chats because we got to $62. $62, which means we are $608 away from the goal. So we have also, for anyone that's interested in supporting, a signed Danny Garcia autograph authentic Everlast black glove that will be shipped out to you as long as you give me your address. I'm not chasing anyone the fuck down. And if you live in another country, you're paying the shipping. Sorry.
Now, y'all sure y'all not getting these signed by fucking Johnny Garcia?
Johnny?
Exactly. Who the fuck is Johnny?
I said
it was a joke. It was a joke. Never
Why?
mind.
I didn't say his first name?
If
no, you missed it.
Oh, I missed it. Okay, so Danny Garcia signed this glove. The former WBC 140-pound champion and former 147-pound champion. Also in
We got one chat that said, just sell it on eBay.
Yeah,
That was the same.
I don't sell anything on eBay because I have an audience that I would prefer benefit from it. That's why we do raffles and give it away at really low prices just to keep the audience happy. Today is just the day where we're trying to do kind of like a donation drive just to ensure that we can get this plane ticket before it gets any more costly. I'm going to get up in a few seconds and get another autograph glove from Gennady Golovkin. Since we're in theme with the Gennady Golovkin, Canelo Alvarez fight and the Sean Porter, Danny Garcia fight. So we'll offer up 2 autograph gloves for, two of the highest, helpers on this trip. So,
Ness,
yes.
I'm so sorry, but Daniel, The Wire is the best show ever created. Period.
But statistically, or your opinion again?
It's a consensus thought among the internet and people around the world.
Doggy,
The Wire is the best show.
What's the viewership?
What's the overall viewership? Stop it with this ridiculousness. Who did better numbers?
I'm looking it up.
Oh man.
Check.
Shout out to T Bonafide, who says shout out to the 400 plus viewers. That's right. Shout out to everybody watching TBV. We appreciate everyone here. We definitely appreciate every single listener. That's why we're working so hard. If you've noticed over the past month of just August, we've turned up the volume on the interviews, on the tough questions, on hashtag TBV Road Work. We're out there grinding the pavement. And today is just another show for that. It's a donation drive. We're trying to get to that goal of really close to 700 to ensure that we get to either see Mikey Garcia or F.A. Ajaba. I want to hope I'm pronouncing his name right since I'm asking for money in his name. Any other topics that you guys want to touch on before we crack open these phone lines, which we're not doing just so yet because I know we got a couple other news and notes, but that number just in case is 1-425-569-5241 to call in. And the Skype bat line is adding Nestor Gibbs as a friend first and then becoming part of the conversation, both on Android or iPhone. You can download the Skype app and just hook it up. One-way ticket, and that's Jim Hill. I wish I could do a one-way ticket. Then how am I going to get back? Don't you want to hear the show on Thursday? I'm trying to do this Monday through Wednesday, homie. But thanks anyway. Dan, 700, what are you taking, a limo? Yo, look it up yourself. Newark to California, LAX, or Newark to Houston. And for those days, September 3rd through the 5th. Believe me, I hate flying. I can't believe that it costs that much either. It's stupid. That's why I drive to as many places as I can. You see, I get jumping the car for 15 fucking hours sometimes. What are we going to next, guys?
Well, mainly.
No, Robert, you're up.
I'm up.
Lewis Ritson News. Take it away.
Yeah, man. He's Lewis Ritson, lightweight, power in both hands. The Geordie Golovkin. He's the man, right? Everyone get on Lewis Ritson.
What?
The Geordie Golovkin. They're calling him that over here.
Give us some context.
The Geordie means he's from Newcastle or that area, so he's the Geordie Golovkin.
And Rob, real quick, can you speak on the atmosphere of Newcastle? Because I keep hearing people say that venue and that crowd and that atmosphere is just so fucking crazy.
Yeah, man. Newcastle, even like the soccer fan, everything, it's a massive atmosphere, proper sports fans. But Ritson, I can see him being like the working class, like a Ricky Hatton, but that hometown hero for Newcastle. He's going to be huge, I think. And they sold him and Josh Kelly sort of co-main event last time in Newcastle, and the atmosphere was crazy. And if anything, Kelly's from Sunderland, which is sort of a rival to Newcastle, but Ritson, they blew the roof off the place when he came out. And anyway, he's having a warm up on the Amir Khan undercard, and then he's going in for October, was it 13th? I think something like that, October. But he's headlining himself. same venue, Newcastle Arena, and it's going to be crazy. But yeah, people check him out. I think it's going to be on the Zone as well. It's going to fall in on the Zone, one of the cards from the UK shown on the Zone. So you'll be able to watch it if you.
So what weight class is he in?
Lightweight.
135.
135, which is Lomachenko, Mikey, Easter. How many fights does he have?
Oh, it's like 13. I think it's still early days. He's going for the European.
Here Fortuna's in that division. See, we got to put these things into context to help our American viewership kind of, figure out where he's at and where he will be.
He's 16-0. He's
so he should be fighting some Americans pretty soon.
Hopefully, I mean,
not Americans, but at least American television fighters.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, in Patreon questions you asked Eddie. He was one of the names. I said, will we be seeing him on any of the American cards? Fighting in America. And he said, like, definitely. I mentioned like Kelly, Ritson, maybe Fowler, Conor Benn, those kind of fighters. And he was like, definitely, we're going to see some of the guys coming over to be on those cards. And I definitely like him. Will be a fighter that you guys enjoy to watch because he'll stand in the pocket, throw hands, he'll stand and trade if need be, or what. He's a real deal, and he seems very heavy-handed. He won the British title, I think it was in about like 5 months, defended it 3 times real quick in about 5 rounds. It took him basically over the course of the time. So he's been knocking people out for fun over here. So I'm really excited. This is my new hype train. I'm well on board.
Sounds like Ness knocking people out for fun.
In his
I can co-sign with Rob. I watched some of his fights, and he's very entertaining. Some of his fights are on YouTube and crystal clear quality. If you go and type in Lewis Ritson, I'm pretty sure a couple fights you'll see, you'll be actually entertained. He definitely gives you a very aggressive in the pocket. He does slip some punches too, so he's not just a rock'em sock'em kind of fighter, but he's very aggressive. He does a lot of body work, and you'll be pretty impressed to see what Lewis Ritson does.
And the swag after he put you down, oh my God, he dripping. I'm talking about this motherfucker walking off all slick and shit. I was like, look at Lewis.
42 subscribers away from 84,000. And still about 600 away from the goal. So come on. We got these.
And Rob, man, I can't believe you, Rob. The disrespect. You ain't even fucking mention my guy. Joshua Butasi is on that card, baby. Make some noise for him.
Oh yeah.
High prospect.
I'm gonna have to watch the guy because of all the shit you talk, bro. You better hope he's as good as you say he is, because you're gonna get me and others that watch and listen to this show watching this guy, and we're gonna be forced to like overly criticize because you keep you're putting him on this high pedestal. So I'm expecting to see Josh Kelly like movements in there.
No, you won't see that.
So what the fuck is going on, bro?
He just solid, man. All the way around, he got fucking power in fucking both hands, bro. And he knocked motherfuckers out.
Special or is he not special?
He's special.
We'll see.
Preach, bro.
You don't believe it though, boy. You don't believe it. Man, the disrespect, bro. AJ don't sign no fucking bums. He got 2 guys right now that he signed.
He's signing AJ.
AJ Boxing
management team. Yeah. He don't pick up just anybody. Those 2 guys that he got right now are Coley and motherfucking Butasi. Those some nice prospects, man.
Mr. Carlton Palmer, you're listening to the show. You should know that I don't know who the fuck Butasi is. Has he fought anybody? Well, then we don't need to be watching him yet. The fuck?
Well, if you purchase the Zone, Nez, and it's Saturday night, you'll be able to watch him. Well, Saturday afternoon onwards.
Those are probably the fights that I go get the drinks and the stuff, during like.
While us boxing fans are watching.
Rob, you said he's on the.
Meanwhile, Marcellus Wilder, excuse me. So just to put things into perspective for these fucking UK fans who dick ride every fighter that puts on gloves from their country, right? Meanwhile, Marcellus Wilder is 1-0, and he's going to be fighting a guy that's like 20 and like 20 wins. I don't know, maybe 16 losses or 10 losses and like 2 draws. You know what I'm saying? For his second fight.
Sounds like a family resume.
Hey, call it what you want.
I'm joking.
I see step up. I want to see what Butasi been doing in these last couple fights. I'm gonna have to Google this guy. Somebody text me his name because I do not know how to spell
Joshua
and Rob.
Butasi. Because
Rob.
all Joshuas, whenever you spell Joshua on Google, the only face that comes up is AJ.
And Rob.
What if you type in Johnson?
AJ.
And Rob, you said he's on the Mir Khan undercard, right?
Yeah.
So that'll be on ESPN Plus, actually, not the Zone.
No. The October card that he's headlining in the UK. Keep up, Danny boy.
Oh
yeah.
So
Have a Cheeto.
So what you're saying is
Have a Cheeto.
fighting September 8th, which is next Saturday, and he's also fighting next month. That's what you're saying, right?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
And well, you're fucking wrong.
Bring it.
Not Amir. Lewis Ritson is fighting on that card, and he's fighting next month too.
Oh,
Right?
take the fucking wrong back.
Yeah.
Look at his face all red.
He said he's on the Mir Khan undercard.
Lewis Ritson is having a tune-up on the Amir Khan undercard.
Yeah, that's what you said, and you said tune in on the Zone to watch it.
No, and then I said, and then he's headlining the Newcastle.
No. That fight won't be on the Zone. That'll be on.
Look.
ESPN
Again,
Plus, right?
putting it into perspective, I'll still give Butasi credit, but it took him 5 fights to do what Marcellus Wilder is doing in 2 fights.
Well, look, to be fair, he won a bronze medal in the Olympics. You know, I
Don't
mean,
tell him
he's not.
nothing. Don't tell him nothing.
Don't
tell him nothing.
Butasi.
Don't tell him nothing, man. Let him go look up for himself.
Exactly. And Marcellus didn't, and he's moving faster. Just saying. I'm just saying. That's all.
We got the bronze bomber for a reason. He won a bronze medal. Let's just give a little bit of that. You know, there's gold medalists that have lost. You know, and there's gold medalists that have won. We've seen both. We know that professional is totally different from amateur, but we obviously know that he's not a complete trash can of a fighter, because if he's getting the attention he does in the UK and he's won a bronze medal and he's being highlighted.
No, take that. I haven't used the word.
No, I'm not pulling this to you. I'm just speaking casually out, like to everyone in the world. Butasi is a very entertaining fighter. That's the first thing. But obviously, he needs some time to step up. But definitely tune in. That's definitely a good UK prospect to watch, in my opinion, for entertainment.
He was knocking people out in the Olympics like that, bro.
I'm just saying, I've never seen anyone like tell people to tune into a TBA. So when I say you guys are hyping him up, I think you're hyping him up. Like we've never even said Linares. Oh, TBA. Oh, let's get excited. Like, no, that's never happened. So, like, why is it happening now? Is all I'm saying.
See that little design there, Danny, on the Ritson poster? See that little design? You see that there, right there?
Well, maybe you should learn how to talk, Rob. You said he's on the Mir Khan undercard, which is next weekend on ESPN Plus.
No, I didn't. You said that. Keep up. Come on. You said on ESPN Plus. I said, fuck me, Jesus, this is long-winded. I said, Ritson's having a tune-up on the Amir Khan card, September 8th, right before the Danny fight. Then he's headlining in Newcastle, October 13th or something like that. And that one, I think, is, and I said, I believe you will be able to watch on the Zone.
You know what, Rob? You know
I'm
what?
right.
You win.
I know, I always do.
So what weight is Butasi in?
175. Light heavyweight.
Heavyweight.
Yeah, what you said now?
Light heavyweight. Who's in there?
Anthony Yard, baby. Another one over there that's pretty bad. I'm telling you, man. Those
Bivol, it's the lightweight.
Marcus Brown, Bivol,
heavy.
The Kovalev, Alvarez,
Stevenson, Badu Jack. It's a lot of people there. Yeah, he should take his time. There's some sharks in that water.
On this, what? What you said? Take his time? What you?
Oh, you don't think he should take his time? You think he?
No. I'm just shocked that you said somebody should take their time. Not Mr. Throw him in there. Mr. Throw him in the water.
I don't think
people take their time. Stop it. I always do that.
Okay.
I'm always look. I told Danny I was happy Danny took them catch weights moving up to 47. Remember, I wanted him to fight Collazo.
Mm-hmm.
I always like, dog. That's the smart thing. They wasn't rushing Tyson. They were strategically putting him in there.
For me, it's Yard that needs to start getting in there with something.
No.
testing, you know.
I spoke to his trainer, man, bro. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it strategically, bro.
No, I get it.
But I'm watching the highlights of Butasi. You know what I mean? He's doing what he's supposed to do. But the thing is, like, he's fighting, the pizza delivery boys.
And he's doing what he's supposed to do. Get their ass up out of there.
He's putting together like some nice combinations. He's looking strong. But he's on a TBA. You know what I mean? But we'll see. He's looking good. But it's like, I don't know. They're like showing me the same highlight. I don't know. But because he only got 2 fights.
A little bit more possible UK news. Apparently, Brandon Rios is in negotiations to be fighting on the Anthony Joshua undercard. Now, obviously, Rios is maybe 147. And the theory is that's either Josh Kelly in another step-up fight, which would make him 8-0 if he was to beat Brandon Rios. Or is it maybe Cal Brook at a catch weight as he's trying to come down to the Amir Khan 147 fight in December, maybe, that Eddie's going to
I hope it's Kelly, even though, like, either option is bad. Because Rios does not belong in the ring with either man at this moment, coming off of the knockout loss to Garcia. He should be given a bone, given a tune-up to shake it off. We interviewed him recently. I think it was Ring Walk Danny, and he didn't even sound like any of this was a possibility. He did sound like he wants to get another fight to see where he's at, but he didn't sound like he was trying to get in a big fight to see where he's at. So I don't know.
So I did speak with him at the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame weekend, and what he told me actually, and you can go see the interview on the Boxing Voice, he mentioned a possible fight in TJ in fucking Mexico in September, at the end of September.
Maybe that's the tune-up I want him to get before the big fight.
Well, but that can't be if he's on the Joshua undercard, because it'd be in the same time frame, just not location.
Yeah, but what day did he tell you? Because remember, you could fight every 2 weeks. Some people fight like every 10 days, I think.
So what he said was the last week of September.
Oh,
that'd be out the window. So basically, if that does happen from the time I spoke to him to now, Eddie's came with a few dollars his way, and maybe that'll be his retirement fight.
I think it was on Eddie Setback, I think, had the interview, and it was he was saying, like, in negotiations to possibly fight on the AJ undercard, and then it just got people, over here talking, and they were like, Josh Kelly, fuck, like 8-0, that will make him 8-0. That's, fast tracking Josh Kelly, right? But I mean, Rios, is he kind of, is that a good level for Kelly? Nez is dying. It's all right. I got you. Hit that thumbs up, everybody.
I mean,
I don't know.
Okay, go ahead. Are you back? Are you back? You back?
A little flat right now, Rios, right? Like, it would be good matchmaking, right timing,
Yeah.
It would look good on the resume, though. A couple years from now, it's like, oh, he beat up Rios in his 8th fight, and we'll be arguing that. Younger boxing fans will be like, oh, he beat Rios in his 8th fight. But
yeah,
you can't let it go unnoticed that it's not the same Rios.
I mean, it's like when Kelly beat Molina, former world champion.
It's like when AJ beat Vladimir, you know what I mean? It's like former world champion, but he's coming off of such a loss, and then he's also coming off a layoff. So it's like right time.
That's good at that.
Yeah, I hear. It's like taking Fury right now.
What do y'all think about Bob Arum taking shots at Mikey Garcia? He was posed a question if he
dying to talk about that, yo.
I was dying to, man. I gotta bring it up.
What do you think?
I mean, like, but to your point, well, let me give you the quote first. Bob was asked if Mikey was a draw, and Bob replied, "Mikey can draw his breath." That's pretty funny. And but Ness, you pointed this out to Eddie Hearn. Everybody's clamoring for Mikey, but the viewership and the numbers are not reflecting like all that.
And I didn't see all the pro Mikey fans, all of a sudden show me Lipinets doing $1 million or whoever they fought, Robert Easter. Those numbers didn't even get released. That's how low those must have been.
Yeah, and you also got to understand, Mikey Garcia, Bob Arum, Top Rank, they don't like each other. So I don't see any good to come out of Bob Arum to go promote a fighter where obviously he wants they have that beef with Lomachenko, Mikey Garcia. I mean, there's a lot of things going on. So anything that comes out of Bob Arum's mouth about Mikey doesn't surprise me if it's negative.
Speaking of low numbers and not drawing, I've found this Golden Boy promotion, Rojas Diaz, that fight.
Yeah, look at that. One Google search away. Even though I hate using this as a source, 680,000, right on par with what he's been doing.
Yeah, but what wasn't 680,000? Well, in a gate, $13,800 with 251 tickets sold for that Rojas and Diaz card. So when people in the chat are telling me that boxing's booming in America, yeah, sure, right, okay.
Rojas Diaz, so what? I'm lost.
251 tickets for that fight, $13,880.
I mean, it's a small card though. How many seats in the venue?
I don't know. It was the Avalon Theater.
Yeah, look it up. It's probably like a 2,200, maybe 1,500 seat theater. Look it up because you got to put it into perspective. Can't just be throwing out numbers, trying to make it look like it's a bad show. Maybe it's a small show. BB King's is an intimate boxing location on 42nd Street in New York where Lou DiBella holds a lot of shows. And I don't know. I'll Google it now that he wants to talk and see what they hold, just to have that into perspective again, because there's small venues. Roseland Ballroom in New York, also a small venue.
So it only holds 1,500, and that's
damn fucking ring walk. I'm gonna miss you not being on the show because when he goes to Vegas, he's gonna be another time zone. It might be difficult for him, but fuck, you're quick with the Google searches, kid.
And that's full capacity. So for boxing, it's only 900. So how many tickets did it sell?
252.
So I mean,
factor in that they got to take some of those seats out to put in the ring now.
And that was, well, that's what I'm saying. 900 is for a boxing setup. But that being said, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, co-host, but was that fight not like on a Thursday or a Friday? It wasn't.
It was like on a Thursday, Rob. Undercover US hater.
Quick comparison.
Hold on. To Rob's point, they put a card on the fucking York Hall fucking Thursday, Tuesday.
Thank you, Mike.
And they fucking they sell out.
Yeah, the home of
I'm unbiased. I'm unbiased, man.
Selling out. Ireland was sold down. It was raining, bro. Those guys don't care over there. They just love boxing.
Which US fight
to Rob's point.
We're trying to get
they were talking about on Thursday.
All I'm trying to get to is when someone in the chat says, "Oh, boxing's booming in the UK," there's fucking idiots in there saying, "Don't try to make out the UK has more boxing in it than America and shit like that." So we do a fight on a Wednesday night or a Thursday at the York Hall, sold out. Mad crazy fans. Support your team, support your fighters, support your sport. Buy a ticket.
Now you got a great point though. I'm not saying that boxing is better in the US or better in the UK, but in my personal opinion, I do think that American fans don't do a great job at supporting its American champions. Like I told Ness, it seemed to me like fucking Wilder got more love in Belfast than he does in the fucking US of A.
Yep.
Now, with that being said,
well, quick point, because I'm not biased. So I talked about the capacity. Now, not putting Jojo Diaz, who did.
I mean, 250 is bad anyway, dog.
Yeah, and I mean, he's coming off of a title challenge, so that's extremely bad in his hometown. And not putting Jojo and Katie Taylor on the same pedestal, but Katie Taylor fought Chicago's very own Jessica McCaskill, her toughest fight, on a Wednesday and sold out
in Chicago, though, right?
No. In the fight was in London. And sold out on a Wednesday. So,
I mean,
she's a woman. No, I'm not trying to be sexist either, but we all know that women's boxing is not as popular as men boxing. I had to clear it up.
Real quick, from Wayne in the chat, he says, "Where'd Ness get this new host from?" Well, he's not technically a host, even though I asked him before, but he's our Las Vegas correspondent. He's vacationing in the East Coast and also putting in work. Wayne,
why don't they like him?
I don't know.
What's wrong with Danny?
Thumbs up if you like him. Hit the thumbs up if you don't like him. What else we got?
They don't like me, Rob. Somebody in my Danny Garcia interview, Angel Garcia, called me a fat nerd.
Which is blowing up. You got like 17,000 views on it. So
what's up with people? Got some guy going, you're a bully to Nez, and someone's calling you a fat nerd. Fucking America, step up your game.
I know.
Hey man, big shout out to Ness, man, for putting me on that.
Out of here.
What to Ness and to my nigga Ron G for putting me on that new Contender series. That shit was entertaining throughout.
Good segue. Very, very good series. Well, episode thus far. Can we get some information on it? Shit, we should.
You want to do spoilers or no? Because some people probably haven't seen the first episode, so I don't. You want to do a spoiler section?
It's been out for a week. Shit.
Yeah, we'll do this. Spoiler alert. You know, like we talk boxing here. Leave if you don't want to hear what happened in the.
Fuck 'em. If the American boxing fans haven't watched some boxing, that's their problem.
Listen, if you got Xfinity cable, just use your remote and say The Contender. And I don't know if you got Optimum, I guess search it, see if you guys got it. You have to have the Epics channel. I didn't even know I had it. And luckily, I was able to say it to my remote. They found it. It was on demand. I played it. I want to say, we give Andre Ward so much shit. He's doing really good. Stop it. He's doing really good on this series. Or
Stop
this
what?
episode. Well, okay, Mike. Maybe you just fucking love every fighter that you look at because
it's not that I love every fighter. It's just it's more than just fighting for me. Like outside the ring, the guy.
It is more than just fighting, and he don't got no fucking personality. So that's why I said not everyone loves him.
Well, he's saying the simple fact that Andre Ward overall isn't a beloved fighter. That's a fact. He's not saying anything.
Bro, you over here on some pom-pom. I love Ward, Crawford.
Oh my God, pom-pom. This guy said pom-pom. Okay.
In his casket, putting fucking pictures of all of them in his.
Yeah, give me Butasi, Ward, Crawford, Wilder. Put all of them up a goddamn casket.
I wasn't even gonna mention Butasi. See what I'm saying about him putting this prospect on such
yard too.
He's putting these prospects on crazy pedestals. This is
40 subscribers.
Teofimo Lopez.
Is it 40? Are we 40 away from 84K?
40.
Yeah. Listen.
Add King Ryan to it too.
Yes,
we are. Put Tank Davis in there too.
960,000 subscribers.
Yeah, very quick. Wayne got back to us on why he said, "Who's the new guy? Where did you get him from?" Because he said the new host doesn't know about the New York City bike life.
He doesn't know about that because he's from Chicago originally, lives in Las Vegas, but is also military. Okay, he is not Navy. Wait, I got you. He's Air Force. He's fucking Air Force, baby.
What? He's Air Force. All right, man.
Active,
all right, man.
Active Air Force. Okay, he's active Air Force. So respect the haircut, you fuckers.
Thanks for your service, baby. Thanks for the service.
Yeah, he's not reserved, like I said, active.
From what I've seen,
chill. Hold on, chill. Because I was guard, man. 8 years, chill, man.
You weren't active, okay?
I was Air National Guard, man.
Oh shit! You see how he dissed you, Ron?
No,
he was like, so you weren't active. Moving on.
But basically,
hold on, man.
Basically, me and Ness, I was in the United States, back from Afghanistan, less than 48 hours. The first time me and Ness sat down to talk about maybe me becoming a part of the TBV family. So I came back wasting no time. Ness can attest to this. And I'm happy to be with all you guys, everybody watching, the co-stars, the co-hosts, everybody.
Shout out to Enrique.
Mr. Church, co-star of the show.
The co-host. Yo, listen, man, if you guys want to definitely hang out with us and have a great time, receive some of this stuff. Listen, even if you don't donate today to get us to the Mikey Garcia camp or the FA camp, remember that we're going to be giving away free Triple G signed gloves, TBV shirts, boxing fan apparel shirts. Chivas is going to be having their own Triple G Fight For It shirts. We're going to be giving away ticket upgrades. So if you got the $50 seats, or should I say buy a $50 seat and hope that you come over to our booth, make enough noise, and we do a ticket upgrade for you. We're going to be having, obviously, shots of motherfucking Shivas. This is a liter bottle. It looks small because I'm a giant. You know what I mean?
And people check it out on the YouTube channel when Nez and the guys were over for Varnes, Triple G Varnes, people had like $200 seats. They were
$750. Not to mention that the production for whoever cannot make it, all my UK brethren, everybody in Santo Domingo, everybody in Belize, shout out to Big Baby, everybody all over the world that listens to this show, we're going to be having a 3-camera live stream set up if everything goes well. So cross your fingers. We're trying to get that sponsored. Obviously, that's big bucks. You know, there's live streaming. It's crazy. Rob, you never got back to me on the DAZN company. You playing games?
I'm waiting to hear back.
Oh, you waiting to hear back?
Yeah.
No, you got to be aggressive. Don't wait.
All right, I'll make.
You got to be like, yo, what's up? Like, we.
Yeah, I said, any luck with that name? And he went, sorry, I've asked a couple of people. I couldn't find out for you. I can't make him know.
Oh, so you got an answer. They don't know.
I just. Oh, yeah, that one. But I'm waiting back on another one.
Real quick, shout out to El Sucio. And am I pronouncing that right? Yo, read that. Is that right? Because I'm not the best at reading Spanish, but I think that is Sucio.
You got it.
All right, damn. All right, which translates to the dirty one. So I hope that means that like, you got a dirty mouth or like you're dirty in the bedroom, not that you're literally a dirty guy. But shout out to you, El Sucio. Or maybe you like your drinks dirty, right? Isn't that a thing like neat, dirty drink, some shit like that? I don't know. El Sucio, anyway, shout out to you for the super chat. He says, shout out to the show with the double exclamation point. Thank you. I think it's time to open up these phone lines. You know the number 1425-569-5241. Press 1.
Real quick, Leon Left Hook Lawson was reinstated. He's Darrell's uncle who punched Uzcategui.
You said that,
told
Mike.
us, Mike.
I said that and the pre thing or whatever, but
our thoughts on it.
I don't think that he should have got reinstated though.
Never be in a boxing movie.
Oh, Mike, he's your favorite too.
And yeah, of course. And also Wanheng, can't say his last name, but he passed for Mayweather.
Oh, that's why you don't even report that, because you can't even say his last name. That means if you can't say his last name, you haven't seen his last 5 fights. And if you haven't seen his last 5 fights, who gives a fuck if he fucking passed Mayweather's record if he really ain't?
Can we address that? Can we address the whole?
I'm addressing it as we fucking speak. You know what this is? This is what I'm saying about these fucking desperate, greedy, money-hungry motherfucking people out here, right? These are website owners and writers that are dying to get a check, so they're just using Mayweather's name in the title of this dude that no one can pronounce or spell his fucking name without Google to get hits and lie and say, oh, he defeated Mayweather's record. Who the fuck has he fought, bro? This fucking dude's probably got like 20 fucking fights in Thailand or some shit, man. Get out of here.
Every single one of them is in Thailand.
Look at this shit. This should not be reported. This is these motherfuckers trying to make $1 off your click, man. Like, this is what you need to understand. I'm always going to give you the real. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, I understand it.
I'm not talking about you. Stop taking everything personal.
I know. I'm not taking it personal, bro. I'm not taking it personal, but I did a report on it, so I'm addressing what you said. Calm down, chill out, sip your water.
But remember, my rants are general public rants. This is for the people listening that need.
Bro, I totally understand. I ain't shit off my shoulder, homie. You good with me? But I gotta shit. If I see a guy that's went 51-0 and had fucking 1,000 fights in fucking Thailand, he still passed Mayweather's record. He's a boxer, professional boxer. He's a champion, even though he's at a smaller weight. I'm sorry.
You know,
facts are facts.
When AJ gets to 52 and he hasn't left the UK, we'll still talk about it, right? And we'll be saying, AJ, he went past TBE, Wanheng Menayothin.
Well, let's just call it for what it is. Floyd capitalized on the idea of 49-0, 50-0 as a marketing thing. And that's pretty much what they're doing. They're taking this marketing.
And if y'all want to be all the way real shit, Julio Cesar Chavez fucking went like 89 or something like that before he lost. So that's the real record.
Exactly. And you hear how we discuss it. You hear how hardcores talk about it. Nobody don't give him more credit than Floyd or than Marciano, because they know he fought bums, bro. Like, you can't fucking pad your record and then expect us to all of a sudden come give you some achievement award.
I'm just
it's all a marketing thing. Floyd used it as a marketing thing. He sold the 50-0. He did it very well. Many fighters don't want to let the O go, and that's all they're doing is just capitalizing on it. And you know what? Fair game. You know, if this guy gets more buzz because he has the infamous 51 and up, you know, then let's see him progress. He's a champion. He's at 105 pounds, the smallest weight class. Let's see him move up 3 pounds and challenge the next champion and build that name up, you know. And that's all you can do at that point.
Tell him following Pacquiao's footsteps then. Didn't Floyd start that low too?
With Floyd did not start at 105 pounds.
Hell no. Hell no.
2026 or something?
I think 130.
30,
he started it.
30? Well, tell this guy move up like Pacquiao did so we could be impressed. Because, you know, at least fucking Roman fake pound for pound Chocolatito moved up. Like, I mean,
I don't think he got them same vitamins Pacquiao had.
Because he ain't Pacquiao or Floyd and don't deserve to be talking.
And just speaking facts, the guy, I can't even pronounce his name either, but he surpassed Floyd after becoming full champion, not interim, because he's had those way before. He fought about 7-8 guys with losing records after becoming full champ. So I'm just throwing that out there. Speaking facts.
No, that's even better. That's even better. So he got so Deontay should just, you know, fight a bunch of dudes that haven't won so he could get to his 51 and 1 and turn around and tell AJ, oh, I got negotiation power now. Like, come on, man. We're wasting
Rob. Rob, go ahead.
He got to 40 doing that, so
sure, you know, hey, that's a good narrative, right? To stay away. The thing is that I love that he got to 40. I love that whole he got to 40, yet no one wants to fight him.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I got to 40, but the only guys calling me out are the guys that are behind me.
And
none of the guys that are in front of me want some of this action.
Yeah, he's the one with 2 contracts on the table.
2 contracts. This guy, I cannot. You know, this guy's a protector when he's still talking about the slave contract.
Well, I'm just saying, that is fact.
Listen to me, Bobby. The B side in Tyson Fury by your daddy. Your daddy is saying that the B side is receiving 20 million. And
by your daddy,
by your daddy, we're talking about Eddie Hearn, just in case you didn't know.
The fuck's going on here?
This guy is older than fucking Eddie Hearn, bro. How you call his man his daddy?
Same age, even though you think it. I just
shit.
I had a tougher paper round.
Yo, we're gonna have to get Rob a Just for Men die for his birthday. We're gonna bring Rob back down to the early 38s.
This is how I was intended to be. Don't go to all those fucking nail bars and getting your feet rubbed and shit.
Hey, Rob, don't feel bad. I'm 21 and I'm going fucking bald. So,
bruh, what the fuck?
Yo, you know what he did? That's that Eminem shit right there. What's that Eminem movie? 8 Mile. He's like, yo, fuck it. Let me get it out the way before they come at me.
It already happened. If you guys go to the Boxing Voice on YouTube, you'll see my interview with Kid Galahad. So before the interview,
Kid Galahad did rip you. He was mean. That wasn't cool.
So before,
bro, he should have joined this motherfucking bald headed ass. Ooh, I would have joined his ass.
No, he killed
his hairline like this.
So hold on,
that motherfucking hairline back here.
Before the interview, mind you, we're in Jersey. My second day here, and that's like, you know what? Let's drive to Boston because nobody's driving to Boston. We're driving to Boston, so we drive to Boston. One-on-one sit down with Billy Joe. Ness is doing his interview, getting the Patreon questions. Here comes Kid Galahad. Comes on my hairline. Oh, actually, my hair.
Whoa, comes on your hairline. Where the fuck were y'all at?
I didn't. People sign up for Patreon for that. That's a special, behind the scenes perk.
That's behind the scenes. You feel me?
Nah, look. So I do a one-on-one with Kid Galahad after the fact. After he already shitted on me.
You do a one-on-one with him?
Damn, the one that he came.
Shitted on.
Jesus, this is how. What was that?
Yo, this just got real graphical.
Look, man. I was during the interview, Kid Galahad grabs the camera, turns it around, talks about me being 21, going bald. So I turn the camera back around. I'm like, if we're gonna talk about me going bald, let's talk about your hairline. And then he was like, well, you're right, mates, but I'm 28, you're 21. I'm like, all right, shut the fuck up.
And he was like, yo, what's that bum on your lip? What's that bum?
He made fun of my mustache too. So
he said, what's that bum stash?
Bum fluff.
I said, what the? Oh, did he call it bum bluff? I know he's saying bum something. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
I told him, like, what are you saying? He was like, he's got the bum bluff on his nose. I'm like, what the fuck?
Hey, big shout out to Kid Galahad. Great interview. and a character, and he also got to slap Michelle Phelps' ass. So shout out to Kid Galahad.
What? Oh, look at yo, Mike get offended at everything today.
No. I'm like, shit. Wait, is this,
he sounds
on
like
camera?
from Bruce Leroy. Don't put your hands on my woman.
Oh my God, no, it ain't you. No, we ain't going that far. She ain't my type. But he smacked the ass. Did we got like footage of that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, we got a few super chats. We got from John Chappelle.
Jiggle?
Huh?
Nothing. No, never mind.
He's like, it's not my type, but did he jiggle?
He says, "Where's Georgie these days?" Georgie caught feelings one day. I don't know. I said something to him, and he caught feelings, and he ain't been back. And then DOG in the 215 says, "How about that Barry Hearn interview?" You know, I haven't heard the whole interview. I've just gotten like pieces from the group chat. I haven't sat down because I understand. Like I told you guys this before. I feel like breaking out the Nostradamus beat right now because it's like, I told you this was going to happen. I told you he wouldn't fight him. You all didn't believe me. Like, so me listening to an interview where Barry, the father, the true owner of Matchroom, like probably the head of shares of Matchroom, says what I've been saying it doesn't matter. I've been said I told you so that long ago. So, you know. No, I haven't heard it, but I have heard other people talk about it. I have seen quotes. He obviously said something like, I don't want Joshua to fight Wilder to 2020. He said that's when the fight will make more sense in his opinion, and it'll be bigger money. And he says something like, do you want to make 50 million or do you want to make, I don't know, 200 million, something like that? You know, it's like they all talking this 200 million shit now. First, the fight wasn't $100 million fight. Now, all of a sudden, it's a $200 million fight that we must wait for. No, you're just protecting. But I mean, I've been there. We've moved on. You know, we're thinking of fights that are actually made and that people are actually excited about. I don't know. When's the last time you heard the words Alexander Povetkin and AJ spoken? What does that say? Let's go for AJ?
Lift off for AJ.
Lift off. All right. Well, let's get to some phone lines and some sponsors. Shout out to El Camino, always holding it down. Won't be in Vegas for the Canelo, man, which sucks, but he is going to be there for Fury Wilder.
Well, real quick, we got a super chat from Cass. Rob, name a position you have taken that wasn't pro Hearn.
You're all gonna have to quote me because I'm being told in the chat that I'm a PBC Wilder hater and it's for more than just boxing reasons. So maybe you can tell me. Apparently, there's quotes. I've been vile and what was the other one? Deplorable. That's it. Deplorable and vile. So
is it legendary boxer?
I think it's Bayside Boxing, but you know he's
yeah. But aren't those guys the same person?
Yeah, I think so. They never call in because they're too scared.
No. Legendary does.
Pussy.
Bayside really does. So, you know, he might be someone totally different.
Get your pussy ass out of here. I'm going to clip that, Nez. I'm going to use your own phone.
Man, chat shit, get smacked with my palm. I feel you, Nez.
I know, man. But shout out to Kaz on the super chat. Where does that put us? Let's see. I'll add it up and see where we're at. We're going to get to the sponsors and then get to these callers.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Marcus in DC.
What's good, Boxing Voice, man? Good to hear y'all on the air, man. Look, check this out, man. Everything is going as planned, you know, as far as that. As far as the where I think you should go out to, I think Mikey is on the precipice of something big. And for me personally, I would like to see you go out and do Mikey. I think a lot of times the coverage we see with Mikey is kind of homeboyish. Not to say you wouldn't go out there and find a comfort zone, but I think you could pose some questions and get some insight for people that's on this side that don't really get to see Mikey that much. I think FA, if I'm saying his name right, I think he's up and coming. I think in due time he'll have more time. I think Mikey's only going to be here for a couple more years. I think him pressing the idea of, even remember when Thurman was supposed to be the top welterweight, he said he would fight Thurman, and now the talk is related to Spence. I think he's only counting about 2 or 3 more fights, and, he has a lot of stuff going outside the ring, and I think he's ready to move on contently either way. So I'd like to see a TVB touch to Mikey Garcia and the camp life out there, and or just a happens in 2-day kind of thing. What happens? So Wilder and Fury, Wilder and Joshua and the stuff like you said with Barry Hearn. I mean, we all know that the building of the heavyweight division has come. They want to push the fight back because Deontay doesn't make as much as Joshua. The promotion side of him. I mean, nobody on his side, on Wilder's side, gets paid like Joshua. So Joshua can afford to take his time, just like Canelo can afford to take his time when we were trying to get the Triple G fight. So, that being said, I think that one of the things that we were talking about before is that these fights need to be made so that we can know who's the best out here. You spoke before, Ness, about something, but I must have lost track. Anyway, don't worry about that. But anyway, the whole thing is that fight, they're going to push that fight back. Wilder's the one that has to chase because of the money. And good show. You know what I'm saying? Boxing Voice, we in here. Hopefully we'll get some more of those big fights after Wilder and Fury. But I got Joshua pushing this thing the next September. I'm out.
All right, brother. Well, thank you for calling in. Let me get out to Troy in Baltimore. Talk to me.
Triggity Troy. What's up, baby?
What's up, man? I was going to ask you about the Garcia Porter fight, man. Who are you picking in that fight?
You will find out next Thursday.
Yeah.
You shall find out next Thursday. Same thing to be held up. And then something you mentioned, but I dozed off. I don't remember. It was something I wanted to ask you, and I dozed off. But
give us some clues.
Well, we got Fury signing. We got PBC extending their contract with Showtime. We got King Ryan Garcia fighting on Facebook.
Okay. I don't even know who that is, to be honest with you, man. I have no idea who that is. Who you said he was fighting on Facebook, because I didn't watch. I didn't even know there was a fight on Facebook. But I thought the contracts were signed already, and we were just waiting on the venue and the date, man. Back to the same old, same old. How is it that they signing now and only one party has signed already, and there's still no venue?
That's how it goes, man. You sign, then you send the contract over. Just because we don't know the venue, don't mean that Shelly and Frank Warren don't know where it's gonna be at. And just because we don't know a date, don't mean that they don't already have a date made. Wait till next week, man. By next Thursday or Friday, if don't shit come out, then you call in and talk your shit.
Nah, it's not going to be Thursday or Friday. Remember, the assumption is Saturday for the Garcia Porter fight.
Okay.
You told me to wait till next week when I was 46. This was before my birthday, which was the 16th. 16 came, and
happy birthday.
26 came.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Even though your lie sounds good, how could we tell you on the 16th? Hold on a minute, so I can prove you wrong.
No. I said
all right, fine. I'll do it after. I'll do it after your call, because you're still lying, regardless if you said before or after. Because you're still lying.
No.
There's no way we could tell you to wait till after Deontay had to get to Belfast first. Fury had to fight. That was the 18th. You're saying that on the 16th we told you to wait. That's impossible.
Okay.
So you see what I'm saying? So you're lying right there. So I don't really care what you fix next, because you already messed up. You know you done fucked up, right?
I'm not lying.
You know you done fucked up.
Let him talk, man. Let him talk.
Bully.
Yeah, man, you're a little salty. You need to take that bass out your voice a little bit there. Okay, Junior? But yeah, you're a little salty. I'm not lying about the date. Now I could be wrong about the date because I am human.
I'm not lying. I could just be wrong, Your Honor.
I do believe that.
How old were you on your birthday? You can't even remember your fucking birthday.
Man, let my guy get his call off, man. Let him get his call off.
Can't remember his birthday.
Englishman, ease up now, Englishman, because usually we stand together, Englishman, because I'm because I'm taking up for your boy, but I'm a one-man army, so y'all can come for me if you want to. What I'm saying is I could be wrong about the date, but I do remember it was before my birthday. I believe I called and you had a show, whatever, and there was no fight back then.
Patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. Get yourself a boomerang, Troy. You always get caught with your words in your mouth, man. But you got to stop lying, all right? You told me on my birthday, wait till next week. Like that don't make sense. Come on, man. Stop. But let's get out to what happened?
That's a happy birthday. That was all. Happy birthday, Troy.
All right, so let's see if this guy actually is gonna talk. I've been having your number stored here, my friend, for multiple episodes. I think you probably pressed one by mistake because normally when I go to you, you never speak. But let's find out who you are in Florida. 954-892. You're up.
Yo.
You're actually gonna talk this time. What's up, brother? What's your name?
Jordan.
Jordan, what's going on?
All right, first of all, the first guy that called the asshole, Rob's an asshole. Everybody in the UK is assholes.
Aw.
And I want to talk about some y'all ain't talk about, but Dillian White, he keeps trying to fight bums, bro. He's talking about fighting Char, fucking, bro. He's Chisora. He needs to fight Ortiz.
Wilder. Wilder.
Big Baby Miller.
You gotta fight somebody real first. Yeah, well, Big Baby Miller.
He mentioned Brazil in the interview with
fight.
IFL. He said, "Oh, I like the Brazil fight. I want the Brazil fight."
To get the mandatory to fight Wilder? Oh, yeah.
Trash. I don't know. I feel like he should fight Ortiz. But that's
So if he don't fight Ortiz, he's ducking. I love it. Yo,
Another UK asshole.
you from Miami or Fort Lauderdale?
Hollywood, Florida.
Oh, Hollywood.
Right by Fort Lauderdale.
Sure, for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, if he don't fight Ortiz, he's ducking.
Gordon, man, thanks for calling in, my friend.
Thanks for calling in, asshole.
Yo, Rob with his fucking one-liners.
Any more assholes want to call in?
You fucking twat.
Let's go out to Dominic in Seattle.
Hey, what's up, man? I'm gonna go on Mike about bringing up the Thailand defeating Floyd Mayweather's record. If you see it, just put it in your head. Don't say it. I feel like it was not worth saying that because if Floyd fought the best, why talk about someone who fought someone in the backyard? I mean, that was a waste. And to Rob,
hello.
Don't know shading that, but what if Floyd, not Floyd, I'm getting all my names mixed up. Anthony Joshua lost to Povetkin. Would you be a Povetkin fan? He's still British-ish.
Look, if Joshua loses to Povetkin, I'm sure it'll be on Povetkin's merit. And but as a UK guy, we don't just fall out with our sportsmen and stuff. We still stay behind them. Look, we didn't win the Football World Cup since 1966, and yet we're there every year supporting hard. And you know what I mean? It's just.
And to you, homie, my 105 compadre will probably whoop your ass. Wanheng, whatever the fuck his name is.
But yeah, we could talk about people whooping ass, but I'm just saying this is a waste of words. I mean, Floyd Mayweather fought the best. You're talking about like you can bring up Rocky or something like that, but Floyd fought the best. So I think
I feel you.
Rocky Balboa.
on social media. No, you know how they try to compare Rocky Balboa with Floyd, and then he finally beat Rocky's record. So I'm saying Rocky's up there and Floyd. But when you talk about
Rocky Marciano,
dude,
if you really listen to historians about Rocky Marciano, he fought a lot of guys that was old as fuck, and he fought a lot of guys that were past the prime.
I believe that I believe his era was a scam, because back in the day they were probably punching niggas to lose to him. So I do believe that, but I'm just saying on paper he is the best. So I'm just saying that, and with the Canelo fight, I don't believe that's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna end up Canelo winning. He's been going up and down on his weight. Triple G's been staying the same weight for I don't know how long. And Deontay Wilder's brother, I think his brother should fight FA. And,
his brother's a cruiserweight, man.
What is going on?
Fuck is wrong with you, bro?
And on what you said, I don't think
A
Floyd.
cruiserweight that's 1-0. You want him? I mean,
still though, cruiserweight.
yeah, but still though,
Tony Bellew.
he's Wilder's brother. He should fucking jump up a division in his second fight and fight the Nightmare. Get out of here. Get a boomerang.
I don't think Floyd Mayweather beats Ivan Drago. So that's just my opinion.
Clubber Lang was pretty good too, man.
Fuck, I don't think Rocky loses anyway. Every time he loses, he wins in the rematch.
He's got Adrian, man.
Hey, I was just joking about Rocky Balboa, but damn.
Nah, he was talking about Marciano. You're laughing at your own joke.
He went along with it.
He was talking about Marciano.
But he said Balboa.
But you set him up though. You set him up. You knew he was talking about Marciano, dude.
You knew he was having problems with me.
Jeez, no.
He said Mayweather against Rocky Balboa.
That's said Rocky Balboa. He said, "Yeah, Rocky Balboa." That's exactly how it went. Don't try to play.
And he said this guy from Thailand didn't even leave his own backyard. Where did Floyd fight? Yeah, all right.
Floyd fought everywhere. Remember, Floyd's backyard is not Vegas, first of all. And when you're a big-time fighter, you do fight in Vegas. Just like when you're a big-time fighter, you fight in Wembley over there. Stop it with these weird statements.
Canelo.
What about Canelo? He fought everywhere, too.
I mean, it's not really.
Canelo doesn't fight in Mexico City.
But he don't. And who the fuck fights in Mexico City? Big-time fighters fight in Vegas.
Exactly.
Or Wembley.
Rob.
No, AJ's not a big time fighter. We've been saying that. He's not yet. He hasn't done an American pay-per-view.
America.
Oh my, this guy, like, you guys are in such denial, man. I mean, you got a legend in every day saying that AJ needs to step it up. And like, you guys are still like
opposite of what you say. Come on.
That's not what he said?
No, I said I'm just doing the opposite of what I'm just doing the opposite kind of
being the
illness is called a show.
Of course. Well, I don't know, man. I've been so many broken eggs to get this omelet. I don't know when when one of you guys are really hurting.
What's the truth of
yeah.
To be honest, I don't think anybody on this panel got soft feelings, to be honest with you.
I mean, it never happens. It never happens soon. It usually takes about a year.
Somebody does.
His
name is Nestor Gibbs.
I'm the softy.
He's been salty as fuck with me the last 2 days.
Oh God, this is overtime time.
Now,
overtime.
Now, Daniel, was you recording his shit?
Recording shit.
Was you recording this shit?
His interviews and stuff.
Yeah. No. I get him.
I was recording his interviews. Yeah.
I get him. Yeah, you were recording my interview. That's right. That's why I don't fucking like you. Nah, that's a lie, bro. He's making this shit up in his head. Bro, this guy is getting better treatment than a lot of people that have come here. Believe me. He ate my fucking
your meal prep.
Fuck.
The same meal prep he made for me. Okay.
Which one? The salmon, the chicken? Which one was it?
No, those were going chicken. They had chicken breast. Let me get to, what is this? The ATL, and it's a first time caller. We got 770-853. Who's this?
Gentlemen,
what's good, Shouty?
Happy to be calling in.
This is who?
What's up? Listen to the show all the time. Rick
in the ATL.
CK player.
Talk to me.
Okay. Got my Dominicano favorito on the phone here.
Uh-oh.
So check it out, guys. This coverage of these guys, Wilder and Fury out there, awesome. Loved it. Was watching all your stuff. You know, I was originally more of a Joshua fan. And I saw these videos of Wilder all day long, you know, signing autographs, talking to people, getting beer thrown at him. Man, he won me over. I know he's a bronze bomber. I know he can fight, but damn, I didn't know he could smile all day, too. I think he's going to sell some tickets, and I love what him and Fury are doing. Now, do y'all think that he can explode on Fury and get this thing done? Or is Fury going to be able to make it happen? Because I don't think he can make it happen. I think Wilder's going to win. What do y'all think?
Listen, you can't knock out what you can't hit bum.
Man, bum squad all day. He gonna take Fury ass down that pasture and shit, knock his ass out with that right hand. We all know that.
I'm knocking you the fuck out, bum.
Last couple of notes here, guys. Triple G, Canelo, not as into that as I was because the whole, you know, pissing hot thing and tacos and all that. And then Mikey Garcia, I love him, but Spence, I'm just not into it. I don't know. I don't think he should do that. I would like to see Pacquiao come back and try to fight some top welterweights, though, if he's going to try to come back. So just throwing that out there. Anyhow, gentlemen, thank you. Have a great night. Buenas noches. Let's see you.
Great call, buddy.
Calling in, brother. Thank you for calling in. Rick in the ATL, we got you down and you will be addressed properly. Super chat status, Eric Cruz, SOG, Canadian Jose is the biggest bum in Border Wars. Stop ducking me, son. Antonio Mendoza, Ortiz stopped Kojan in 2 rounds, which went the distance with Parker. That in turn went in distance with AJ and White. Thoughts? I mean, we all knew Ortiz was dangerous if you're trying to make a case for Ortiz being dangerous, but that's exactly why White isn't going to fight him. He already took not an equally dangerous fight in Joseph Parker, but an equally big fight in Joseph Parker and won it and is in position.
I love how we go down the record. He fought him, done it in that many rounds, so therefore he done that, and then it always square the circle is so AJ's shit, or you know. But Dillian White is the only guy to knock down Parker, and yet AJ completely sparked out Dillian White. So you know you can follow it back or wherever you want, but it's what it is.
Yeah, triangle theories never work. You know, you got to really read in between the styles and the fighters.
So Nez is just chilling. It's all good.
Just gloating that medal right over there, man.
I'm just trying to give someone the opportunity to take Enrique's co-star spot, but you know, you guys are all waiting on me to move on.
Well, I can't press the button to get the next caller.
Why do you need to press the button? Go with some dialogue.
Voice of the people, bro.
With some dialogue. I mean, you know, you could talk a little bit about maybe.
Well, I did, and then I stopped thinking someone else would, you know.
Ristons. There's no other Lewis Ristons out there. Look at this guy. This guy's like trying to put the belt on the mic. Meanwhile, it's too heavy because it's real gold. And Cleto Ray is leather.
Did somebody call for a co-star? God damn it, I'm here.
I know.
Look here, Rob, man. That little theory you said with AJ sparking out White, we all know White is a much better fighter than he was back then. And he came in that fight with a fucked up shoulder. So all this hype you trying to get AJ right now, just slow down a little bit because he did beat Parker in impressive fashion better than AJ did. AJ was kind of jittery of that whole fight.
All right, but if AJ would have thrown and gone, you know, more aggressive, do you think he would have got Parker out of there?
But he didn't. That's the thing.
Right. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's my point. It's a different fight, different styles. You know, AJ was more cautious and just had him on his jab all night and didn't even have to throw the right hand or whatever. So it's totally he totally outboxed him. Parker barely won a round. How do you want to debate some more, or just going to let me win again?
Phone line.
Parker barely run around. You had 2 heavyweight stars, Big Baby Miller and Wilder, said that thought Parker won. What are you talking about?
All right, I wonder why. Because they want to try and get under AJ's skin. Come on now, Mike.
Come on, Mike. Let's go to legendary box. Mike, I said that, but I don't mean that I believe Rob.
Yeah, you do.
Legendary
boxer. How you doing, my friend?
Legendary, what's up, man?
White is one of the biggest fucking frauds in boxing. This guy goes around blocking fans when you tell him to go fight Miller or Ortiz. He personally blocked me when I told him he's ducking Ortiz. Like this guy.
You should feel honored then. You should be honored.
Ortiz would put that bum in a fucking coffin way worse than AJ did. That's for sure. That's why he would never fight him. That's why he's talking about Brazil and fucking what's his name, Emmanuel Char. He never even mentions Ortiz or Miller. He won't even fight Miller. Why wouldn't you fight a guy in the same company? They're both on Matchroom. They don't even fight each other.
Doesn't fighting Brazil get mandatory for Wilder?
Brazil's not mandatory. Who said Brazil's mandatory? Never.
WBC.
Mandatory.
Shit.
Where have you been?
They ain't called it yet. They ain't called it yet. He's right. They haven't called it yet, but in the rankings,
So you guys need to get your facts straight. You guys are the fucking show host and shit. Jesus.
Oh, you waited till now to say that.
Hey, man, hold on, bro. Don't be trying to come for the damn host now, bro. We'll fire your ass up. You feel me?
Yo, Mike about to punch somebody.
Hey,
I'm just talking shit.
He sent you guys $10. He said, Rob, you need to name one position you took against Hearn in Matchroom. One position.
Yo, stop repeating his question.
Man.
That wasn't your super chat. That wasn't your super chat.
You pay to say it, punk.
Scamming that. He sent you $10. Pay
Yo,
that guy.
he said
Just
you
pay
can't
that
be
guy back.
scamming like we didn't answer it.
I said in the congregation.
Rob dug that question. Rob didn't say anything.
All right. You tell me. You're the one who stalks my fucking IG and tells me everything I say. Give me my quotes.
What?
Yeah. Where's baseline?
Rob, to his point, you didn't. You really didn't kind of defend it. Yeah, you didn't, Rob.
Yes, the Showtime deal. That's like a monthly. So now they're gonna have cards every month. Sometimes they didn't have cards a few months in the year. Also, they're still gonna be working with Fox. So that's like.
Here comes that PBC fanboy. There you go.
Wow. We went a whole month without boxing this year.
Yeah, we had a couple of months, didn't we? In the middle, like Showtime didn't have a few cards.
What sort of secrets do you know about the quote unquote prospects they're going to be developing?
We got a lot of prospects. We're just having a board meeting tomorrow. I'll let you know later. Thanks, guys.
All right. Thanks for calling.
This guy, man. I love him, bro.
I'm actually really curious on the month that Showtime didn't have boxing.
I'm more curious on what they're going to do with these quote unquote prospects that they're saying they're going to be like airing or developing new prospects. That's what I'm interested in. I want to see, what do they consider prospects on that network? You know what I mean?
What do you guys know of the ones that like Eddie signed at DAZN? The young kids, the amateurs coming through.
What about them?
I mean, I've not really seen a lot of them. I've tried to find clips on YouTube and stuff. But what I'm saying is, if Eddie's not been able to sign like the big stars, and he's looking around for young talent, do you think Showtime are trying to lock in some young talent so they've got it on Showtime before? I'm not saying Eddie's going to buy up everyone and what have you, but is Eddie buying up the best at the moment? Are those guys that he signed, are they like the proper top drawer of American prospects?
Well, what I said is they're definitely the B side, A side. Well, I don't want to say like the B, but they're part of the big fights. So they may be the B side fighters, but you got Tevin Farmer. Everyone wants Gervonta Tank Davis. He has Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder. Jesse Vargas can fight any of the top 147 opponents. That's pretty much what he's trying to do, is get the guys who have the B side resume that can get the big A side fight, and then he's going to take the B sides and build them up and give them the main event opportunity that they never probably had, so that the A side fight will be bigger.
I was talking about the young fighters he's just got from like the amateurs, the Golden Gloves.
I mean, look, I could tell you that Nkosi Solomon is pretty decent. Tomorrow, me and Ringwalk are planning somehow to wake up and get to New York by 7 a.m. If that's possible, we'll see Michael Polite Coffee, who's a up-and-coming prospect heavyweight. He's been in multiple camps with Deontay, scheduled to be back with Deontay the end of the month for the Fury camp. He's got a fight coming up and he's also beat and lost to Nkosi Solomon in the amateurs.
And
So
speaking of,
that is the barometer that I have. Like, he's that good or that bad, right? So it's about where you rate Polite. I think Polite is decent from what I've seen in, of him sparring with Deontay, because they never spar other sparring partners. They always just spar Deontay. So, it's still an amateur at the time. It was like not that many no fights, then not that many fights. So like, because I think he's like 5-0 at the time right now. So I don't know. But Deontay was an up and coming prospect when he sparred David Haye and Klitschko. Like, that's part of the game,
Yeah. I mean, I just
and
wonder what
speaking of,
Showtime got as far as this super young talent that are going to come through. Like, you're talking about these prospects, or
well, they're allegedly good. Like, I believe in Nikita. I can't pronounce his last name, but I think it's like a Babali or something. I believe in White Chocolate. I hear the world believes in Rashad Mati. I never heard of him. You know what I'm saying? But he is declarated as an amateur, so we'll see.
Yeah.
And we spoke of the heavyweight already, so that's all.
And there was that other heavyweight that you met, Cassius. What's his name? Cassius Chauncey.
Is that main event?
Yeah, but he's from Main Events. He's not with Eddie. And I did speak to him, actually, so I'm happy you brought it up. He was available today, but only for interview. And it's like, yo, he's a prospect. We need some bag work, speed. Like, people need to see you. I can't just go all the way to Connecticut to fucking interview. Like, they don't know you like that. Yeah, I ain't doing
me. Yeah, me. Yeah, she got me. Yeah.
We can set that up.
Bet.
Cool. So I think let's get out to what do we got here? It looks like Julio in LA. Háblame.
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's up, brother?
You know what I've been seeing? You guys been doing a lot of interviews and whatnot. It's time for promoters. You guys help them promote the fucking fights. Let those bitches give you guys a super chat. You know what I'm saying? Let those guys pay for your airfare and all that crap, because they're being stingy as it is. And another thing, the Canelo Triple G fight, people are like, oh, I'm not gonna watch the fight. The fight's not interesting. Do a fucking barbecue. Let the fight pay for itself. Invite 20 people over. Get fucking drunk. Have a fucking barbecue and have a good fucking day. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard. Oh, everybody's calling it out. Oh, the fight's salty. Fuck the fight. Watch the fight. Have fun. Be with your family. And I'm out.
Great call, buddy.
Thank you for calling in, and I'm glad that you chose us to get it off your chest, bro. That's exactly what the Voice of the People was established for. You know what I mean? Release your frustrations live on air with like minds and not be judged. Even though we do judge around here, but that was a good enough call.
Got to get the people what they want. Goddamn it, I like that shit, Ness.
It is the truth. Let's go to Big Trap, and before we go to Big Trap, I hear Julio. I hear him. It should be Eddie taking care of the Bills and Oscar and Bob and Heyman and whoever else. But that's exactly why you see me arguing on camera, because it's not.
And to your point though, Eddie did take care of IFL when it first got up and started. They actually worked for him.
Oh, I was not privy to that information. Nor am I privileged enough to have a promoter hire me, but that would make you slightly biased.
But at the same time, look, man, we don't stop grinding. We were
talking into the mic.
We were in Philly yesterday, Philly on Monday, Boston Friday, New York tomorrow, and Philly for me tomorrow afternoon as well. Trying to get Danny Garcia's 7-day weigh-in. But look, we went to Danny's media workout yesterday. Ness is literally press conference.
Don't forget I was in Chicago.
He was in Chicago. LA
and Belfast.
LA a couple times.
And Shell Killer. I did not make it up. Kilgan Cassius actually did an interview with Eddie Hearn, and he brought that up in an interview that when they first started off, he used to work for Eddie, and Eddie used to pay him. So it is true. I didn't make it up, buddy. Try again.
Ooh.
Appreciate that. But yesterday, I'm driving. I'm Ness's chauffeur. Ness is literally laptop uploading videos, phone on the dash, conference call. I'm texting and driving, trying to set up other things. So we don't stop working. Even if we're not in the gym, we're still working. So the super
Don't say that on camera, buddy. Don't say you were texting driving.
Yeah.
Audio text, you know.
Yeah, the car does have audio text. But let's see here. We got Big Trap, Mississippi. What up?
Third coast in the house, baby. What's going on?
Yeah, you already know. Free smoke, free smoke. Hey, Ness, I'm coming for your neck, man.
Uh-oh.
You do a couple border wars fight. Now you want to hate on somebody who went 51-0. What you hating for, dog?
Dog. Name his last 5 fights.
Shit, that's legendary.
Name his last 5
It
fights.
don't matter, shit.
Exactly.
It don't matter, dog.
Exactly.
51-0.
Look, you
What's
could
your
have,
last 5
yo, you
fights?
could have at
What's your last
least
5 fights?
you could have at least Googled it and had that information ready, knowing that I'm asking people the last 5 fights of this Joker.
It don't matter the last 5 fights. I'm with him. He 51-0.
My last 5 fights are what was his name? What was his name?
Eddie
Rob?
Hearn smoked you. Eddie Hearn smoked you.
And y'all saw the preview to his next fight next week. The guy he was arguing with, we got them scheduled next week on Thursday, the flagship show. They're gonna be fighting.
Are you off your tits? Have you been smoking something?
Nah, I think Ness won that one.
Dog. Hey, Mike.
I'm with it. What's up?
Y'all dick, dog. Hey.
Whoa. Say that again, homie. Say that again.
Yes. I feel that one. I feel that one.
He blowed up from middleweight. You know what I'm saying? He bringing up guys from middleweight to super middleweight to fight. If he fight a real contender, shit, he can't even be, what's the guy named? Joe Smith. Joe Smith will knock his ass out.
I don't agree with.
Oh, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
I just agree with your first statement about Mike.
No, man. Hey, I'm telling you, man, y'all are gonna be that guy, man. Hey, you can sleep on him all you want to, but next year, 2 years down the road, like, hey, Mike, I apologize. I'm like, hey, bro, don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it, bro.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna see when he gets stopped because he's too muscular. He gonna gas out after 5 rounds. We already know it.
Like AJ.
Exactly. This ain't no bodybuilding competition. Hey, but last thing, Ryan,
Have you seen him fight? Have you seen him fight?
Yeah, I saw him fight. Yeah, I saw him fight.
Okay.
Middleweight that he blew up, and he was getting outboxed for the first couple rounds.
Okay, all right. That's your opinion. Move on to your next subject. Go ahead.
Oh,
yo,
must have dropped off.
He down the country in Mississippi.
Looks like we got to. I'm gonna double check this because I knew I was right. Suleiman Escala. What's going on? What's happening?
Hey, how you doing, Ness? Good evening.
All right.
So yeah, you know, you guys got a great show here, man. You guys talking. I just hope that this fight is a great promoted fight between Eddie Hearn and Tyson Fury. I hope Tyson Fury gives a great show for himself. At the end of the day, you know, I mean that he it doesn't become a mismatch because the power factor of a Deontay Wilder, and you know, he does a great win, and you know, and then that lead up to the Anthony Joshua unification fight. I mean, we all want to see an undisputed champion, and I hope this fight could be the beginning of that. And I also want to give a shout out to Jose the Sniper Pedraza for his great performance against Raimundo Beltran this last weekend. And I hope he has a chance to win this fight against Lomachenko after Lomachenko getting that shoulder surgery and getting out of that and going to for a unification fight right away. I hope he performs a good performance and creates a major upset, and that way they can match him with the other lightweight champions. And you guys have a great evening, and thank you for giving me the time to say my point of view in your show.
All right. Legendary boxer, you can definitely stop now. Unless Baldy, which I don't even know his real name, but unless he tells us, or Rick. So it's either Rick or Baldy, but I highly doubt either one of them gave you their boomerang. And the only others is Stainless and I mean, so you're lying. I told you. Sometimes they're there and they drop off. You know what I'm saying? Credit cards decline, they expire. You got to tell whoever donated you that boomerang to upgrade their payment option or whatever the case may be. Let's head on out to New Orleans. I've never been to the New Orleans, but let's head on out to the New Orleans.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from the Magnolia.
You baby Jesus, you got your block on fire, remain in the cheese. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. You make nothing out of something, you handle your business. You don't be crying, and it's something you don't give a cheese.
What's happening, people?
What's going on, NO?
How we feeling tonight, man? Ain't nothing, bro. Like, the energy level not high enough, like, right now for me, bro. What's going on? Like, we
Shit, man.
right now, bro?
Man, it's a tough weekend for us, man. We only got one real fight on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you on that, bro. Man, I'm watching my YouTube. You know, that's what I do when I ride down the road. I check my videos out, bro. Man, I'm saying a whole bunch of shit. Man, look like Sean Porter got the dream team. Like, man, what's going on? He got 3 trainers. He got Shane Wood, bro. He's swinging wild ass. I don't know. We might have an exciting fight, bro. This shit looking real interesting, bro. Looking real. See, bro, it's looking like they're teaming up on Dan, bro. Man, what's up, Ness? You gonna team up on your boy like that? What happened, man? They got the dream team phone, bro.
I mean, Mosley's biggest win is Margarito, unless you're gonna give him credit for the tainted Oscar. I mean,
wait, come on. You got Oscar, bro. Come on, you got Oscar.
Like I said, unless
You know
unless you're gonna give him credit for the tainted Oscar. Now you could go in your bag and give him credit for the lighter weight Mosley. You know what I'm saying? But
he's certified Hall of Fame, man. At 35.
I'm saying, but he ain't do good as a trainer, is my point. He never did good as a trainer.
Like, you talking about his son, man. His son trash.
No. Remember that I was always in the Porter camp, so they got mad that I picked Keith. So Sean has had Mosley there and lost.
Yeah, he had a man lows, man. But look, I'm looking at Barry Hunter. We got Barry Hunter in the corner. We got Wade. We got Wade as a strength and conditioning coach. You dig? We got Kenny Porter telling all his goddamn lies and all this shit, man. Then you got Mosley looking like the goddamn stick man, swinging his crazy ass. Like, man, this shit. I want to see how this fight gonna turn out, man. I'll tell you one thing, bro. Porter better win this fight, man. Porter better win this goddamn fight with all that bullshit he got going on, bro. But I'm rooting for Danny. You can put me on right now. I'm rooting for Danny, bro. They the only ones talking with some real sense, like they want unify. Fucking Kenny Porter made a statement talking about he want after they fight Danny Garcia, he wants Smith with no titles on the line. What type of shit that is, man? That's my call, man. Speak on that. That's my call.
Well, thanks for
calling. He said the sanctions fee too high.
For which belt?
For all the goddamn belts, he said it was like shit. If he had the choice, he wouldn't let Sean fight for no belts because the money that they're shelling out for those sanction fees are just too high. And he said he would like the next fight to be no belt.
That's because Sean ain't bringing in the right amount of money that he should. That's why they started this trash talking shit to try to get a bigger following, to try to get a bigger payday. So
I'm just saying what Kenny said, man. He's just like the money that they're spending for that sanction fees should be a small business or something. Just
Yeah, and they also got screwed out of the IBF, and then the WBC. They've been had like tons of mandatory positions, so I can understand their frustration.
Do we know if the sanction fees are like the same across the board? Because I remember Ned saying that when he spoke to Wilder, he was like the sanction fee was like $40,000, but when he spoke to Ken was like the shit was like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
So sanction fees is based off of percentage. So there's typically a fee that you pay to a sanctioning body just to be rated alone. And then on top of that, when you win a belt, you pay the sanctioning body of said belt, for example, the WBC, a percentage of your purse. Now, for big fights like Canelo and Golovkin, that percentage obviously equals typically a 7-figure number, so they'll agree to a price instead of the percentage. That's typically how that works from my understanding.
Yeah, and then give you a crazy idea. Ndongo paid, I think Ndongo and Crawford paid over 1.3 million in their undisputed sanction fees. So that's a lot of money just to hold all the belts. Yeah.
I paid 1.3 million for all 4 belts. I mean, all 5 or whatever.
And
Dude,
it
that's
could be
fucking crazy.
It could be a little high, a little low, but it was a lot.
Sounds like too much.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
Or I think they paid over 100,000. My bad. Not 1.3. I'm thinking
Okay.
they paid over 100,000 a piece in the sanction fee. So my bad.
I would
I'm
say
thinking
1.3 million.
But still,
That's
you get the
shit.
picture though. Just for one fight, 100,000 a piece.
That's still a lot. That's still a lot. I remember when Morales came in overweight for Danny Garcia's fight, he had to give Danny 50,000 or 75,000, and Danny bought that Camaro that he still has and saved his money from the check. And I was just like, wow, that's a lot, dog. When you missing weight earns you 50 to 75,000, that's crazy. That's a lot of dough. There's a lot of money in boxing.
Remember,
we've gotten to $115 in super chats, Mike. I'm sorry to cut you off. Just want to let them know where we at. So we're at about 555 away. And look, I got plenty of stuff to give out. So, indicate in your super chat if you want anything for this super chat. And remember, I need your address. So make sure that you communicate with me via DM on another form of social media. And if you're in another country, you're paying for that shipping. Go ahead, Mike.
I was only going to say, remember the fight between Chavez and Canelo. If Chavez would have missed weight, I think it was like $1 million or something like that. If he missed weight for that fight.
So it was for that specific fight.
That was a specific fight. That was a clause that they made specifically because Chavez was
super middle
and kind of known to miss weight and use diuretics. But we got 30 more to go to get to 84,000. I was gonna play the beat, but I'm gonna just wait to play the beat. We're gonna rock out on some last 30 minutes without the beat. Stick around because I want to make this goal. I want to see Mikey, Julio in LA, Marcus in DC. You said you'd rather me go to Mikey. So hit me up on PayPal or Cash App. Makes it simpler because the PayPal address could be, confusing since it's THE and not THA like the brand. Cash App, NestGTO. I mean, it's not like you're not going to see my stories on Patreon or on IG and see that this money is going towards exactly what it is. You'll be seeing the videos come up. And I mean, look, other than Ellie, who's really interviewing Mikey and asking him what we want to know, because I still don't know why he wants to fight Earl. I haven't come across a good enough interview to convince me. That's for sure.
Yeah, and to go back to what you're saying on the Patreon, if you guys still haven't seen the videos, make sure you sign up to Patreon because Ness has segments where he will literally read all the questions, top to bottom, verbatim, and just reads them to whoever is on Patreon. So he's done Danny Garcia, Angel, Eddie Hearn. You're pretty much talking to these guys inadvertently. Just sign up Patreon, put your question, and Ness doesn't skip them. He will read them and even shout you out so that you get the full props for asking that question. So just go over it.
Who was that guy that mentioned Danny's first fighter? I think that might have been Dempsey, and he knew the name of the guy that Dempsey that put Dempsey on to him. That was funny. He was like, man, I remember that name, Ryan Bates. So yeah, it is pretty cool, you know, and I say your name, and they're Patreon only questions. But we definitely put out the video to make the rest of the world, you know, aware of the Patreon only answers. You know, we make it public, and yeah, you know, the videos, you know, are out there. You can check them out.
Ness, just to touch on sanction fees.
Yep.
So that is correct. For the Crawford and Dongo fight, they each paid over $100,000, and for Ndongo, that was 10% of his purse. For a $1 million purse, and for Crawford, that was a $2 million purse. But I mean, they're still paying a significant amount of their purses, and mind you, you have to pay leading up in order to even be rated.
Yeah. That's why Porter is 250,000 in already for this medallion that I'm trying to hook one of y'all. But now man, you just said something. Jesus.
Oh, well, real quick, while you think about it, Rob Cass is in the chat, and he's adamant about you answering his goddamn question about which position have you not taken that was pro Eddie Hearn.
Let me think. He just talks so much sense. Let me think. I felt throughout the whole Wilder negotiations with and Joshua, you know, mistakes were made on both parts. You know, I don't know what else. It's just look, you obviously think.
To know what stance didn't you agree with Eddie?
That Dillian White Parker should have been a pay-per-view. There was no title on it, anything like that. I don't think that should have been a pay-per-view.
Man, you could have easily been became a people person by saying, "Oh, well, the fact that he never put Dillian in the contract with AJ like he wanted, like he would just say it, but there was never anything actually sent stating fight Dillian and get AJ."
Oh, hey, I'm just thinking off the top of my head. Look, obviously, everyone thinks I believe what Eddie says, and you think everything Eddie says is a lie. So you're just as fucking biased as I am. Everybody
No one believes that but you.
There's only one Deontay Wilder.
Suck my balls, you pair of bombs.
Really quick in the super chat, why am I getting this fucking cracking back and shit, bro? I keep feeling like I'm popping your guys' ears. Really quick in the super chat, we got Ohio Runs Boxing, long-time listener and caller. He says, if Eddie get porn on the zone, I'm buying it.
He's
Stay tuned.
He's giving you boxing porn.
Boxing porn. I think we got some callers here. We got some new callers.
I'm going.
All right, man. Have a good night over there.
All right, man. Good night, man.
UK Rob TBV, Instagram and Twitter.
Peace.
Subscribe.
And y'all help Rob with that fun, man. I got a campaign to get Rob to fucking Vegas for the Fury and Wilder fight. I'm not bullshitting y'all. Right now, if you want Rob in Vegas, please send us a fucking super chat or cash app this GTO, or go sign up for fucking Patreon, or do something for us. Smash the damn thumbs up while you. No, fuck that. We need money.
Yo, everything, subscribes, likes, everything helps the channel. So whatever you can do, free or not, just support, share, sign up.
Definitely. 5-star review is the biggest way to help the show. Let's get to Mike in New York. Mike, New York.
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on today, man? Good show like always, man. I was happy to listen to y'all guys. Like always, a great show. Now, I just wanted to do one. I'm gonna say one thing. You see, that's how you do business. You see how him and do with the Showtime. That's how you do business. You stay quiet and you come out with big plans. Not like Eddie Hearn be doing. Oh, we got $1 billion coming out. You see, this is how you do business. So all that signing, Mikey Garcia, to Charlos, that's done. That's the only thing I have to say. Peace.
All right. Well, thanks for calling.
I'm like, hold on, bro. I'm sorry. I gotta do this. I'm like full Mayweather. I don't know what the fuck you just said, but thank you.
Yo, listen to this guy. He says Suleiman. Yo, Suleiman ain't even on Patreon. Legendary Boxer has lost it. Like, you've lost it, my man. See, that's why maybe you should get on Patreon so at least you know what you're talking about. What the hell is he saying? So final thoughts. Great show, man. Great show. Yo, stop asking questions and just go there and check yourself, Mr. Boxer. So I don't know. Final thoughts. Fury signed the contract. I'm happy. Garcia on Facebook. Very interested to see what's it gonna do. What's the date of this and time, Ron?
It's this Saturday.
Oh, okay. Is it late night or early?
I think it's like starts at 7. I'll have to pull it up, but I'll post it on your Facebook.
The East Coast time. I wonder if it's a different time.
It's 10 p.m. East Coast.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm West Coast time. Sorry about that.
10 p.m.
10 p.m.
That's insane.
They're killing me with that 10 p.m. shit, bro.
That West Coast love, man. You watch your fight, you still get to see a little bit of.
Why you gotta see me in BK to donate the 10 when I'm not in BK? I'm trying to get to fucking Riverside or Houston. Put that 10 that you want to donate in the Cash App. What's up, player?
Maybe he a D-boy. Maybe he only deal with cash.
Oh, even D-boys got Cash Apps. You got
True,
5
true.
weeks, don't you?
My final thoughts are I'm excited to see King Ryan this Saturday and see what kind of numbers he brings in. I think he'll do better than Joseph Diaz because of the social media following that he has. And also, I'm glad that Fury has sent his part of the contract over. So I'm pretty sure Wilder's already signed his part, and I'm pretty sure Showtime will bring out a big rollout next week of everything that they're going to do. Also, that I'm really, really, really glad that my guy at 105 became 51-0. You know what I'm saying? I got to keep bringing him up. Just because people don't like him. People don't like us bringing them up, so I figured I would. Peace. Oh, yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Gross2312 or on IG at Gross1911. Daniel, pass it to you.
Appreciate it, Mike. Ring Walk Danny, Twitter and Instagram, and this. So just let you guys know, I'm supposed to be in Philly right now. I may or may have not purposely missed my bus to do a final show with you guys. And I just want to say thank you to all the hosts, the co-stars, the main star, everybody watching, supporting. Let's get to 84,000. And hopefully you guys will see more of me soon. And that's all I got, honestly.
All right. And
Ron, you're up.
you can find me at Fighter. I'm the stepchild, remember. I'm the one coming up, knocking. You can find me at Fighter IQ Media on Twitter and Instagram. Tyson Fury signed it. We'll probably get some stuff on that. Ryan Garcia, he's gonna get his views. He has a different market. If you go on his Twitter, you see him reposting all these girls and things like that. So understand that this chat, that Facebook chat, might get a little weird in there, but understand that's what they want. They want to build up a new star. Congrats to PBC, Al Heyman on the Showtime. And HBO boxing, rumor or not, you guys need to pick it up. I'm reminiscing. So maybe if you guys haven't seen the HBO Legendary Nights, go on YouTube, reminisce on some of the HBO classics, and they're good documents back in the day. But other than that, I appreciate you, Danny, for doing all the work with Ness. We really appreciate you coming out, spending your quality time, giving us good content. And, glad to have you on the show. Hope to see you more out everywhere in Vegas. So thanks once again, man.
Definitely appreciate it. Appreciate everybody else that supports and watches. Thank you.
Thanks, Daniel, for real.
Yeah, so we didn't get to that goal. So I'm going to just be back tomorrow. We'll do another live show, and we'll try to reach it again. Hopefully the flights do not change. I mean, at the end of the day, we got till Monday to get it, but I'm pretty sure by Monday that is going to be way more than the 670. But we'll keep trying to reach out to it. I am your host, Nesta Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. Remember, for anyone listening to this show on the post and you want to make sure that we do get to either camp, you can use the Cash App at NestGTO. You can obviously do patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice or PayPal me, which is also NestGTO, but the email is ThaBoxingVoice, THE. You said you knew it, right, homie?
Yes, so it's the boxing voice spelled like normal American. So it's THEBOXINGVOICE.com.
So was that the
Wait,
regular THA taken?
No, wait. So isn't it at Yahoo? He's
Yeah.
messing.
Oh fuck.
At Yahoo.
It's
At Yahoo. Yeah.
it's so it's the boxing voice at yahoo.com is
But the only difference is there's an E
Instead
in
of
the-
an A.
Exactly.
Yes.
Was the A taken already?
Who the fuck
yeah.
knows, Mike?
I'm just wondering. I mean, that's your
who
sign.
created
I
it?
mean, exactly.
It looks more professional. That's all.
So Ness, when you're coming to the UK from my man Wes, hopefully for the AJ fight. I should be there for fight week 2. I'm trying to get there early, actually. Like I don't know.
Hey, I was just thinking real quick. You should probably make another cash out with the THA just in case, because.
Well, I don't have a
you know.
cash app with the THA. I just have Nest GTO cash app. That's easier. 6 letters. NES GTO cash app. And when I get off of here, I'll ask one of the younger hosts to hook me up with a Vimeo because someone told me to do that too. All these damn apps.
Venmo?
Oh,
Venmo, yeah.
I was thinking I said the video service, right? Don't they have a Vimeo or something like that? No?
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that, man. Yeah.
I don't watch videos over there. I'm a YouTube dude, man.
I'm trying to tell you. That shit. I'm the same way.
Anyway, arrivederci.
Peace.